Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Septic here, and welcome back to the Pesky Plumbers Podcast, episode 37. I'm here joined today by these two beautiful, magnificent people here. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
All right.
Well, I'm SabdierZ, and I like the YouTube.com because that's my full legal name. SabdierZ at YouTube.com, that is my full legal name. I was giving this other guy some time to say whatever he wanted to say, but unfortunately, as we all know, French bread takes too long to make anything. So I'm gonna make fun of this guy while
because it needs to bake at a nice temperature, okay? Fuck you.
Sure. Oh, man. That joke would have been a lot better if we actually had any under night and birth games revealed or anything like that.
Real. Anyways.
As for me, yeah, it's me, Crouton. Hello, hi. That's it.
That's about it.
Bye.
See it.
You see, and this is why it was appropriate that I talked over you.
That's
Anyways.
crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, we're pretty much, it's been a week since we've had our presentations here, our not E3 week, as we like to say. Pretty crazy week as we yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he ain't wrong though.
I miss E3, bro.
It was okay. Pretty crazy week. Obviously, besides these presentations that were coming out, we also had the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. We're currently in the latest generation for a Nintendo console. So we're pretty much going to be talking about all these things here. So we're going to start off with the presentations. The Switch 2 console, we'll talk about that after. So we're going to start off with the first presentation here, which was the PlayStation State of Mid. So as we pull this up here, there was a couple of games there. It was okay. It was, like 40 minutes? Seems like some people liked it. I personally couldn't get into it. That's just me. But overall, like, what about you guys? Like, what were your thoughts in general on the State of Play?
As per usual, I wanted to sleep.
Understandable. And you up there?
I genuinely can't remember. Well, see, that's the problem, right? Because for us, we had like an issue while watching it where for some reason it just skipped over a bunch of the announcements.
Yeah.
But really, the only things I could even
That's
care
true.
about was the Mortal Kombat Classic Collection. That was pretty good. I did like that reveal a lot because, I mean, hey, it's always nice to see older games still being re-released and not sentenced to a Shadow Realm Nintendo moment. But
Real.
obviously the
You
main
mean Sega
like,
moment?
No. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
the really the only good or major announcement was at the end because because this is my problem with a lot of these games, right? Especially coming from Sony, it feels the same every single time. Like I'm watching the same game but with a different theme. I mean, even wasn't it like they had like a Ghost of Yote trailer? It was only like a couple of seconds and it's gone. It's like nothing in the State of Play
Yeah.
has any impact outside of that final reveal, and even then, it's like that final reveal is only crazy because we've been missing a different thing for like so long. So it's like,
No, I 100% agree with you. Like, literally, that Ghost of Yote stuff, like, if you were going to do it, that should have been the perfect way to have a new trailer for it. Because a lot of people's reputation on State of Play is already at an all-time low. So anytime a State of Play is revealed, a lot of people are like, we're going to get some mid here. Like, people were already, like, skeptical about it. So, Ghost of Yote... Yeah, anyways.
Oh, wait.
Ghost of Yote could have been a pretty good trailer to get people's, like, thoughts on State of Play, like, change it completely. But instead, no. Instead, it was like, just stay tuned for another presentation featuring Ghost of Yote. You know what I mean? It's like, why?
Because you're supposed to, your eyes are supposed to be glued onto Sony. You're supposed to get on your knees and be like, "Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Sony, for giving me games. Oh my goodness, none of which are exclusive except Astrobot for some."
Yeah,
fucking
you're
reason.
right. Yeah, Astrobot.
I
Well,
was
Astrobots.
just about to bring that up.
Yeah, because Astrobots is it's specifically using the PlayStation features, so I guess I can kind of understand why it wouldn't be releasing on a PC, for example. It should be on PC. I
That
think it'll be
doesn't
great.
matter. That doesn't matter. If they wanted to release it on a different console, it wouldn't be that hard for them to change certain aspects of the game to fit that in. I mean, that's no excuse. That being said, it was pretty cool that they announced that there was going to be more content for that game, though. If I got that correctly.
That is correct, and I think Theo was gonna bring it up.
I forgot.
This dude,
And
bro.
you see, this is why
What?
we should have.
I was gonna bring up what?
The Astrobot.
Oh, no, I was just gonna bring up the fact that PS5 has no games.
Oh,
But,
yeah!
we already know that. Yeah, no, I'm like,
Yeah, especially when all of them are just gonna be coming out to PC anyways.
yeah, everything just comes to PC when it comes to PS5. There's legitimately no fucking reason to own one. Sony dropped the fucking ball ever since this console has come out.
Hey, but don't worry, a PS6 will be here shortly, guys. So, woo! I will not be buying. Thank
What
you
was
very
the point of that generation, bro? It's just a PS4 Pro.
Listen, like literally, the only reason you'd own a PS5 is for those that don't like PC gaming. Like, if you do not want to own a PC or like are too intimidated by that, then that's the only reason you get a PS5, pretty much.
Me, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, it all depends on the person. Let's see some other noteworthy games that were announced to State of Play. I mean, I know we got a new trailer for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and everything. I think they revealed the release date there. I could be wrong, but they did show off Ninja Gaiden Ragebound again there. It should be coming out July 31st. That was one of the games.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, that was one of the games, by the way, that we skipped, unfortunately. Not on purpose, but because of the video that we saw, skipped it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, same goes for another big one, Neo 3. That one I know some people.
About to bring that up.
Yep, that's another one. I mean, I think it's like one of the better Souls-like games. I'm not into those types of games, but I know many people are really excited for this. I don't know. Hey, bro, you know what? But yeah, Neo 3.
Yeah, you're just bad.
You know, I think you're just a hater. That's all I gotta say, bro.
No, it's just that you're bad.
Womp womp. Anyways, Neo 3, that's another.
Womp womp for you.
No, I'm happy. Anyways, so yeah, Neo 3 and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, two games that we unfortunately skipped because of the weird playback issues. But whatever. And you guys want to say anything about these two games or?
No, not really.
Not at all.
Nope, not at all. Okay. Pragmata showed up again. That game that's been in development hell for a while now.
Oh yeah, Lavenza game. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, dude. That's the only thing. I don't even know her name. I just call her Lavenza. Like it's finally coming out. I think this shows just how like big games have become. Like this game was announced. I forgot when, but I know it's like had so many release date changes, and it's like it's showing just how long it takes to make these games. That I think companies need to stop announcing these games a little bit too early beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good thing to bring up as well. Yeah, the release date keeps changing, but you know what else changes? The prices. That's why they're getting more expensive too, because we're putting in so much work.
Yeah, unfortunate. But we did have our price discussion. Well, specifically with the Nintendo console, we had it back in the last podcast. If you didn't watch that, go watch that. Where we talked about like the changes in prices.
Easy plug.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, we did talk about the price changes on like Nintendo first party consoles, depending on the game. Like physical copies are going up by $10. So like Mario Kart physical is $80. I think Borderlands 3 is also going to be $80 on Switch. Now, does it apply? I wonder if it applies to like PS5 and all that stuff. But them doing $80 console games does not surprise me. We're going to start seeing it at some point. At some point, we will.
And this is when the indie games will rise.
Real.
Yes.
Real.
I mean, we're seeing with Claire Expedition. That game's doing really well. That game's I think only $50.
Yep. No, I
So-
mean, I know that Jacob is not a huge fan when it comes to indie games, but he's gonna have to get through them. Like, if you want to play Mega Man, you're gonna have to play some Shovel Knight, my little guy. Okay.
Or Azure Striker Gunball. There you go. We'll have that one there too.
that's
a little
that's a
more
bad
active.
game though.
That's crazy.
All right, and jump him.
And jump.
If you said my number 9 was a bad game, I'd be like, yeah,
That's a
yeah, of
difference.
course.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, all right.
I don't know. I find the gameplay too slow for Azure Striker, Gunvolt, whatever the fuck.
because it's more based on the Zero series. Anyways,
That's true. That one's a little bit more slower too.
I mean, Zero series is fast. Also, it's only slow because you're bad at the game. So I don't want to hear that from you.
Real.
No, it's slow because I have to tag the thing and then I have to wait for its fucking health bar to go down while I'm electrocuting it. I don't care, bro. It's boring. I sleep.
Damn.
I never knew you for having good opinions on games.
Man, he
but
got
anyways.
mad at my Souls like
No,
thing,
no.
and then
No,
shame.
no, I'm just really good at fucking video games, okay? I beat all the Souls games.
Womp
Fuck you.
womp.
What the fuck do you mean womp womp?
Anyways, so one of the other games I think that was skipped, I think, was Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, yeah,
not
who
like there's
cares?
much to talk about there because it's already. Now hold on. Anyways, before I yell at you, in terms of Snake Eater, I mean, I'm excited for the game, like I am, but the problem is it's just a remake. So I could talk about how pretty the game is, but outside of that, it's like, oh, whatever. I mean, I guess it's cool that they're breaking back like the monkey minigame, and stuff like that.
Yeah, from Ape Escape.
From Ape Escape, but you know. Really, when it comes to Metal Gear games that could have used a remake, Metal Gear 3 was not one of them.
Really?
Like, I would have taken a 2 remake, I would have taken a 1 remake. I mean, the last
Especially
time we
one,
had a
yeah.
1 remake was Twin Snakes. Don't get me wrong, that game is funny. That game's hilarious. But it's not what people were hoping for when it comes to an actual Metal Gear like title.
And also,
Mhm.
in case you're wondering as to why I said who cares, it's because Kojima's not working on it. All right, so I don't care. It's
I
not
mean-
his vision.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I mean, these guys can still do something great, so we'll see.
Yeah, but Konami, I mean, as of late, for me, like their track record is not that great.
Yeah, because I will say, though, they've been doing really good with bringing back the RPGs like Suikoden and everything like that. They've been doing pretty good on that aspect. Like, so far, everyone's been pretty happy with Konami and all that stuff. So far, Konami's doing something good, at least. So, if people are happy, that's all that matters.
Also low key. I just don't care about Kojima at all.
Real. This is true.
Especially with whatever he's doing right now, kind of cringe, kind of
I
cringe.
really, yeah, I personally don't get the appeal of Death Stranding. Some people do. I just don't
Yeah,
see
those
it.
who want to watch a movie.
Exactly, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't, man. Like, I just sit there and I'm just like, cool. No.
You see, like this is what's wrong with the video game industry. Is just people who want to watch movies and just want the best graphics, right? Oh my god!
Yeah, they
please
want
stop. I just want to get
gameplay.
some
We
good
don't
gameplay,
care,
bro.
Gameplay. I don't know what a gameplay is, and
Never heard of her, bro.
real. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I know that's coming out. I know some people are excited about that, but I think it's weird, like you said, Abdir. Like, I mean, they should have at least, if they're gonna remake it, start off with 1, right? Like, that's the game I guess that we needed the most. After that,
Yeah, because the problem with like Twin Snakes also is that it kind of makes the game too easy. Because the problem with Twin Snakes is that it's like outside of the story changes, which are ridiculous. The level design for the most part is the exact same. Like they made a few differences to make things a little more convenient, especially like the key card segment near the end of the game.
Mhm.
But for the most part, it's basically the same game. except for the major problem of them making it so you have the twin snakes, Metal Gear Solid 2 controls, and Metal Gear Solid 2 controls make that game a complete joke. Because like you could just skip whole sections of the game. It's honestly hilarious.
Mhm.
Or certain challenges are just made like uh like there's no challenge to the game is what I'm trying to get at.
Got it. No, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, that's some examples of some games that need a remix and also. But I guess start off with 3. I guess, right? Just like the Persona effect, right? Start off with 3. There you go.
Yeah, real.
Okay, but other than that, Metal Gear. Uh
Metal
oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. That's right. They're bringing both. They're bringing both games, I believe, to like remastering them and everything. So that's cool. Fully voiced dialogue, a bunch of updates to the UI. Pretty cool. I don't like how it's what is it? Game key card. That's on Switch 2.
Hell no.
Yeah, the Switch 2 version is a key card. Yeah, I don't get it either. Do not ask me. Square Enix being lazy. That's all you gotta know. But hey, this is cool that Final Fantasy Tactics is coming back. It's one of the better tactical RPGs that has come out in throughout these years and everything, and people are excited for that. I've never played it myself, so I can't really add on to it, but I do want to try it out. But it won't be on the Switch 2. Everybody's golf hot shots. They added Pac-Man in there. There we go. That's the only thing that matters, ladies and gentlemen.
I
But
mean
where's Kratos?
that was pretty hype. Yeah. Where is he, huh?
Zeus! I've come seeking the birdie over Olympus!
We talked about it earlier. We mentioned Astrobot. It's getting more DLC. That's awesome. More speedrunning tracks. We know that they're adding a bot from Ghost of Yote there, and then they got like some other bots that they don't want to like reveal, and then there's like apparently going to be something special if you, I think, complete all the speedrunning stages. They did tease that. I'm not too sure when these updates are going to be coming out, but they did reveal that. And there's a Bloodstain. Abdir, you're more into like Bloodstained. There's that new Bloodstain game that's coming out. What is it? The Scarlet Engagement.
Bloodstain, quick little history thing. So similar to Kojima, basically the main guy behind Castlevania, or at least one of them, left Konami.
Mhm.
And what ended up happening was the dude was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make a Kickstarter, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new Castlevania game." And that's what Bloodstain is. It's basically Castlevania, but not. So as for this new Bloodstain, I guess it's more of a follow-up to Ritual of the Night. I believe that was the title of the game. Because and that game is more akin to Symphony of the Night. Okay, so that style of Castlevania game. Where so in that case, I think it'll be pretty good. I don't know if it's like a direct sequel per se, because at least so far they haven't shown any of the characters from the first game, nor do I recall them showing any of the characters from Curse of the Moon 1 and 2. So I mean, who knows if it's like connected story-wise, but I think if you're into Symphony of the Night, and games of like that, then I think this might be worth a pickup, if anything.
Got you.
But yeah, that's all I really have to say on that one.
No, that's fair. Perfect. Other than that, before we get to the last game, which I purposely did not want to mention at all, so I want to ask you guys, any other games that you remember that want to mention before we get to the final game?
I legit forgot everything, so I don't.
Besides the last game, obviously, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if that's the case, let's get into it. So we purposely left out because we were going to talk about it, and that is obviously going to be the big game for us, and that is Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. We have a brand new Marvel fighting game that is being developed by Arc System Works, and they're getting support from PlayStation Studios. That I think is crazy. The fact that PlayStation themselves, I guess, went to Arxis to make this, and lo and behold, now we're having a brand new Marvel fighting game now made by Arxis, a tag team one, which lets me know that we're never going to be seeing Marvel vs. Capcom for the rest of our lives, ladies and gentlemen.
Marvel, baby.
Not this time, baby.
Not this
Never
decade,
again, baby.
Oh, man, bro, why you gotta be like that? Anyways, yeah,
No, look, like when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom, it's not that I don't doubt that we won't get one. Because come on, we literally just got the collection. Who knows? Maybe theoretically, they were working on some game, and then because of the Tokon fighters, they're like, okay, all right, we're gonna push this back, and we're gonna make a different game. And they're like, okay,
yeah,
and that there she blows, you know. But so maybe that's what's happening with, say, Marvel vs. Capcom. Right? It's not dead, because I feel like if it was like, oh, it's not happening, sort of thing, then we would know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
or I guess not know, but there wouldn't be a like. How do I say? If this game had come out before the announcement of the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, then I'd be like, okay, Marvel's dead. But the fact that we got that game last year tells me that no, that relationship isn't dead. So I definitely think we could see a Marvel vs. Capcom, but definitely not anytime soon. Because
right.
While I would like a Marvel vs. Capcom game, because obviously this game, Tokon fighters will not play anything like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Of
at
course
all.
not. Yeah. If anything, like something similar to what you'd probably see in Guilty Gear Strive, or definitely Dragon Ball Fighters in particular.
Well, I'll tell you how, based on my own understanding of how the game works, how it might play. But basically, from what I get, I don't think Marvel vs. Capcom is dead. Now, as for this game, though, it's exciting. I mean, let's face it. We haven't had a Marvel fighting game since Infinite, and Infinite was, it played good. But that was all you could. That was all you could say. That was all you could say.
Yeah. Did it look good though?
No, not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
That was its major downfall. That was its major downfall. It was a game that didn't look good, and its roster has one more Marvel character that is Capcom, thus ruining the entire thing.
Yeah, like you can obviously tell the plan was 4 Capcom, then 2 Marvel after, but instead of doing that, they just said not pull the plug. It's like not worth it. Almost. Yeah. It's a shame. An absolute shame. But you did bring up a good point there, because I was actually going to mention that before we continue with the Tokon Fighting Souls, is that yes, they are talking, so Capcom and Marvel are still in talks and everything, so we do know that the relationship is there. As for a fighting game between the two, we probably will not be seeing that for a long time. Like, this game has to probably be, like, closer to the end of its lifespan before we get a Marvel vs. Capcom 4. So, for now, it's just wait it out.
Thanks, Tony.
Basically. It's still cool to even have it in the first place.
Right.
And that's a pretty interesting starting roster. Actually, before we get to the roster bit, I also think it looks like the character designer was Hirokoshi of My Hero Academia fame, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's like
I also find it pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like the
My
theory.
Mid Academia.
True. Anyways, but we're not gonna talk about it.
It wouldn't be so out of place because we already have how do I say? We already have freaking he already has worked with Marvel in the past for like collaboration artwork. Like when My Hero Academia was ending, he did some collaboration artwork and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be out of nowhere. That said, though, I think it'd be pretty cool if he did get some.
Oh yeah, agreed. I love his art. Like Everything I've seen, at least from My Hero, like with the way he's drawn the characters and everything, looks pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool, but I don't like how Spider-Man looks. I'm just saying it's
Yeah,
probably
he's
one
kinda
of the
weird.
worst Spider-Man designs I've seen.
I can't say it's the worst because I've seen worse, but it's definitely not my favorite. I will say that. Like
Yeah.
he's just okay to me. I think Captain America looks worse. I don't know. I just don't like the way he looks in that outfit. But that's personally me.
Storm is the best one.
Storm looks great.
Oh yeah, Storm has got an upgrade as well as
Doctor-
Miss Marvel or whatever.
No,
Yeah,
Miss
Miss Marvel,
Marvel-
she looks good in the art style.
Miss Marvel looks
Her
great.
her design is not that radically different from the usual. Now, Doctor
Yeah,
Doom
but she looks
the
good in
exact
that
same.
art style.
Yeah, Doctor Doom looks the
Oh, yeah,
exact
every-
same. Like, they're like, nah, don't change
Nah.
Doctor Doom. Keep that dude the same, bro. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now he just pulls out the blicky and that's it.
Iron Man is a
It's like,
Gundam.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, so our current roster is Storm, Iron Man, Captain America, Miss Marvel, Doom,
Oh, Ghost Rider
Star-Lord?
as well.
huh?
Ghost Rider as well.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Okay, well,
Star-Lord,
fuck you. I got to
Ghost
it.
Rider. Yeah, and well, now you made me forget who the last one was.
You gotta you go in order. So I guess Cap. Oh, Star Lord. Did you say Star Lord?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. Because it was 8 characters revealed, right? Yes.
Yes. So it's Iron Man,
hold on.
Cap.
Recount. Iron Man, Cap, Storm, Star-Lord, Doom, Miss Marvel, Ghost Rider, and now I'm forgetting who the last one was.
Spider-Man?
Oh, Spider-Man, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, how did you forget the most important hero in all of Marvel?
He's like, who cares about Spider Man nowadays, bro?
Oh, yeah. bro,
Yeah.
seriously. Unless it's Ultimate, I do not care. No, I mean, I also just don't like the design, so I kind of blocked that out of my memory.
Bro was just like, I have nothing left except for Spider-Man.
That said, though, while the reveal was cool, it's just kind of like, okay, that's chill. I don't was I hyped? Oh, for sure, I was really hyped.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of like,
Marvel.
it's not even that it's that Marvel has just been like pushing lately with like a whole bunch of stuff, Like we've had this, we're having this. We have Rivals. We have was the reveal for the Galactic Battle one here? I forgot the title of the name.
Oh, you mean the beat 'em up?
Yeah, the beat 'em up.
Oh yeah, Cosmic Invasion.
this
No,
is
it was not. It was not here.
Yeah, Cosmic Invasion. Okay, yeah, like there was so many, there's so much Marvel games going around right now. I'm kind of like a little burnt out already from like.
Would you say
it's
that
okay.
you're?
Would you say that it's the superhero fatigue?
Oh my God.
No.
I think it's
I
interesting.
still plan on seeing Superman.
I will say I would be tired, but I'm not because they're pushing for more stylistic choices for these Marvel games. Because when you look back a couple of years ago, the games you see from Marvel were more like just shooting for that realistic look to them. And as of recent, they're going for more stylistic choices now. Like we see with Tokon Fighting Souls, Cosmic Invasion. Yes, true. And I think they look great. Oh, Marvel Rivals. I think it looks great. I personally like it. I'm just glad it's not one of those your typical Marvel free to play game that you'd see on the in your phone and all that stuff. Thank goodness for that. But it looks great. I think that the game looks great. Some characters, like I said, design wise, they could probably get tweaked up a bit. Replace Ghost Rider as well, with Johnny Blaze. That'll make me happy. Other than that, everything else is great.
What?
I don't
That is not my Ghost Rider.
I don't care about this Robbie Reyes. I do not like this dude's design as Ghost Rider. Awful design. I personally do not like it one bit.
I want the skull guy, okay? I don't want the fucking bandana over the face guy. That's kind of cringe.
There's no bandana over his face though. It's just
the way his
mask,
it's just the way his
his
looks.
skull looks. His
Yeah.
skull looks.
Yeah. It's
I
just the way he
mean-
Oh,
looks.
then it's horrible.
I personally just don't like Robbie Reyes' design, so I'll always be more of a Johnny Blaze guy. I think Johnny Blaze's design is peak.
Yeah, okay, well, you guys can cry about it while I run over my opponents with a Dodge Charger.
Okay,
Anyways.
But I think it's interesting because
nano.
this we might as well talk about this because like supposedly like again Marvel's Capcom Infinite, two of the rumored characters were Miss Marvel and Star-Lord, and we're getting them in this game. So I guess we'll see Arc System Works do something with them. Now with Miss Marvel, with her stretching powers, I still hope that Mr. Fantastic gets in.
No, we're come on, this is like a 4v4 fighting game, and you're not gonna
has
put the
to.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
You're
like
definitely
come
gonna put them.
on, bro. Like please.
I think no, and you know what? A lot of more like recent Marvel popularity is definitely gonna affect this game's roster too. Like this game's
Right.
been in development for a long time, but I could totally see Arc System Works seeing like, oh my goodness, like people are super interested in Psylocke, and Troll Girl, and
Oh my god.
all that stuff.
Cloak
Emma
and Dagger,
Frost.
Emma Frost.
Yeah, yeah, it's like I could fully see them being like, oh, we should probably lean more into like these more now that these characters are gaining popularity. Like, do I expect Jeff the Shark to be a playable character? Maybe,
Yes!
maybe not. But it's one of those things where it's like, due to its popularity, I could totally see it happening.
Yeah. I do hope that Marvel is giving them like free reign to choose who they want as well, because like I think that's what kind of sucked about like Marvel like with Infinite is that I think they were more hands on with who they specifically wanted. I don't think Doctor Strange will be here for now, maybe because I know they're super picky with his finger movements and all that stuff.
That was like one thing.
The fuck? Wait, what's happening with that?
Well, basically, during Marvel vs. Capcom 3's development, Strange was one of the more annoying characters to develop because the way his movements had to be were very like particular. They had to be very specific with how his movements were.
Yeah.
That's why. That being said, though, I mean, do I think they'll still do stuff like that? I mean, sure, for the sake of accuracy, but I don't think they'll be picky about roster this go around, especially since now Disney owns most Marvel characters in terms of movies.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they ended up buying the companies that own them to begin with.
Yeah, and the guy who pretty much was running, I think, Marvel at the time was very anal about like having any what's it called? Any like anything that wasn't owned by Fox. Sorry, anything that wasn't owned by like Disney or Marvel to appear in their games. That's why there was that whole like thing where you stopped seeing like X-Men and Fantastic Four.
No more muties.
And no more mutants. Like that's why you stopped seeing them in these games and even comics because they didn't want to advertise. Like, oh, that's giving them free money, so let me not. It's
remember when like the X-Men and Spider-Man were like Marvel's top 2 in terms of popularity, and well,
yeah, like Spider-Man was the only one they gave a slide to because they have the partnership with Sony, and also it's like give them a slide. You know what I mean?
That and technically Disney owned everything else about Spider-Man.
Yep.
Except just his movie rights, which is really funny.
Just the movie rights.
That said, though, that said though, when it comes to this game, it is interesting because it's one of the things the devs said was that you could just play with one character and 3 assists, and the reason for that is because the way this game is most likely going to work is not the same way as a standard tag fighter where every character has their own unique health bar, but rather. What was the name of the game? Tokon Fighting Souls? Something like that?
Fighting Souls, yeah, that's the game. Yeah. That's the name of the game.
So the Souls part is the main bit, because if you look at the gameplay, when they switch characters, you can see like an orb switch into the next character. So that's likely what's happening with this game, where it's like every character shares like a health bar, and you can call upon assist with whatever character you're playing as. But if you want to switch characters, then you're gonna need to play or rather you can play as just one character with 3 assists, or you can switch between the 4 characters. Doesn't really matter because the health bar is most likely going to be shared among the characters. So
Yeah, I did see that. I was actually going to mention that there's each character is going to share a life bar, so you can just freely switch in, because back then it was more like, okay, you got to be careful with this person. Oh, they lose their health bar, you're kind of screwed, so you can't really use them. So every character is going to be usable in some way, shape, or form. Long gone are the days where you only pick a character for just for their assists and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine
And
with
now,
it.
no, you go. Sorry.
What no, what do you guys say?
I was just gonna say who I wanted. Is Deadpool. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I feel
Alright.
100%. I feel like
All on my
Deadpool will get
board.
in here. Like I 100% believe that Deadpool will be here.
I also want a. I also want a wet one on the lips.
Hey
Thank you,
yo,
Wade.
hey yo.
If you know the game, the Summer Games Fest, you know.
Oh yeah, no,
The
bro,
only
forget that, bro.
the only characters I want is Squirrel Girl because she was supposed to be. Well, no, it wasn't that she was supposed to be in Marvel 3. She was one of the rumored characters to be in Marvel 3. Uh, Back on the day, and I think I just like seeing Joe characters be here. 'Cause they're just fun. Like, it's just fun to have.
Sakurai?
Bro.
It like when it comes to Smash, I mean, there's not really a joke character anymore, is there?
You know what? Joe
I
character.
mean, they
that,
always add one.
look, Joe character. That's right. So bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you think Goku's holding the files for this game too? Or-
Yes,
Oh.
I believe it 100%. Goku is holding down Guilty Gear Strive and Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I wonder when this game's gonna come out. It's because are they gonna shoot for before? Are they gonna shoot for before E3, or are they gonna go for after E3?
2026.
Sorry, E3 Evo. Oh Jesus, I'm confusing my E's. I realized this is gonna be before
Yeah,
Evo
yeah.
or after Evo.
I think after. I think the Evo announcement will be its release date. Like they'll show the release date.
Release
Or
window.
at least a character. Definitely a new character.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, because
Because like this roster's got to be big. I mean, usually with tag
Or-
games, there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters, and with this being the first ever 4v4, like come on, you know.
2XKO is
Yeah, look
cooked.
at Blaze Blue. Look at Cross-Tag Battle,
Man.
bro. So many characters. Yeah, woo.
But yeah, they're all reused.
Yeah, Cross Tag Battle does have a lot of characters though.
Yeah, all reused and everything except for what's it called?
Where's the rest of my DLC?
Yeah, gone. That game's done. Forgotten in
Wait,
Arc
which game?
System Works Vault. He's talking about BB Tag.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but I mean, whether you like it or not, I mean, it does have a big roster.
And,
I
yeah.
can't like the only tag game that's being released in the near future with let me see here, 7 characters. Yeah. League of Legends is cooked. I don't know what they were thinking with a less than 10 character roster. But okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll
Reminds
see
me
if
of
they'll
Frame
add
Makers.
even more. We know
It's like
that
Frame
there's.
Makers.
We know that there's still more on the way, like Katarina's coming in.
Yeah, and we'll
Isn't
see.
there like 200 something characters in League of Legends? You couldn't have a roster.
There's
of 20?
175 or something like that. Yeah.
There you go. So you could have had at least 20 characters, like base roster. Come on.
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
Just
yeah.
let him cook. Let him cook.
The cooking in question. All right. It's like I went to a expensive restaurant, went to order steak, cost me $700, and all I get back is a little chunk.
It's
saying,
free!
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
It's
Bon appetit."
free.
Yeah, but you know those costumes are gonna cost more than your
Yeah.
life insurance.
Real.
Okay, well, womp womp.
We'll see how they do with that free to play model. I'm just glad that Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is not free to play. So 100%, whenever that game gets its release date announced, we know it's 2026. When we get that release date, I'm buying it day one. I'm excited for this. Like, it looks great.
On PS5.
It's definitely going to be the fighting game that everyone's going to be playing once that it drops. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, like we have
PS6.
a PS6. We have a long way to go, boys. Give us some time, and eventually know some more characters that are going to be in the game and all that good jazz. For me, all that matters is, again, cross my fingers, I get some more X-Men characters that haven't appeared in the series for a while, like Psylocke and Cyclops, and
Wolverine.
of course, some of the rest of the Avengers. Wolverine, obviously, one of them. I mean, I didn't need to say that one, but
And
yeah.
give me villains, bro. Give me villains. Like, give me a lot of villains.
That's
This
right.
is gonna be these versus games.
Gargantos.
Oh my goodness.
Red Skull.
No, he's not getting in.
Oh, bro, yo, you want them to add Kanye into the game?
Oh my goodness.
Like, I think, I mean, for me personally, like, come on, Spider-Man villains should be in a fighting game, bro. Give me
Green
Goblin,
Goblin.
give me Doc Ock.
Doc Ock, yeah. Like Carnage.
Like Spider-Man
Yeah, I
villains
love
would
Doc
be so
Ock.
cool. Spider-Man villains are just the saucy ones, okay?
Yep.
Like, genuinely, who remembers? Oh, we gotta get Ultron, by the way. We do gotta get Ultron.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
That's my problem with Marvel. They have so many forgettable characters, dog. That to the point where I'm just like, bro, they should just put in Bullseye, bro.
Mole Man.
Big Wheel, that's right.
Big
Jordan.
Wheel
That's
and
what
the
I'm
wall.
talking about. A
Big wheel
classic.
and the wall. The wall.
Forget that, bro. Case Pot Pete. Anyways,
Oh,
exactly.
oh wait, Hitmonkey or whatever his name is.
Hitmonkey could be funny.
Yeah.
Who is he? He's a hitman. Who's
It's
a
a
monkey.
But yeah, I think that unless you guys have anything else to say about Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls,
I just want to see gameplay. More gameplay.
more
please.
gameplay.
And,
Yep,
that's
agreed.
it.
Yep, agreed. You
Yeah.
too?
Because like
And
I
I-
really want to know. I want to know how many buttons I'm gonna need to use for that.
Real.
True. Yeah, 4-button fighter, 6-button fighter. And I know they have the two. I know they mentioned there's gonna be 2 types of controls.
I know how they're gonna do it. I know how they're gonna
Two
do it. I
buttons.
just realized it. They're gonna do some annoying BS where it's like, oh, the direction you press in is the assist / the character. So if you press forward, back, or down, that's when you get the one of the 4. I bet that's how it's gonna work.
Something like that. Okay. Hey, you Theo, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I legit think that the Fantastic Four are gonna be in, because especially with the new MCU movie that's gonna come out.
Right, and their recent popularity again with their return in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, and I mean it's just made for it. Like seriously, a 4-player tag game? Come on, I mean 4-player.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like no excuses to not bring in the Fantastic Four now.
Mhm.
So,
But instead they're gonna bring in Super Scroll or whatever.
Super Scroll. Man, shut up. Oh, hey,
4 Squirrel Girls, please. Anyways.
real. All right, so I guess that wraps up pretty much the state of play here. So let's move on to everyone's favorite showcase hosted by Jeff Keighley. Love that man. Greatest presenter of all time. And that is, of course...
Let's talk about the Xbox Partners Showcase.
Huh? All right, let's move on to the Summer Game Fest. So that happened, I believe, 2 days after the State of Play. And
Yeah. Okay.
it was... Okay.
Mid.
Like, yeah. Like,
There's only a handful of announcements that were there that was cool. Like the only other thing they really did was recap the State of Unreal, which I watched that, by the way. That was like the only thing they showed was like a Witcher 4 tech demo, and that you could literally just spam out NPCs now. I was like, okay, that's cool and all, but like, oh yeah. It's like, dude, you could make a fat guy or a super skinny guy, and then you could give him the clothes, and then the clothes will automatically fit them. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. This is the NPC generator. Okay, calm it down. That's nothing special.
The other one I remember is that the game, like the showcase, also had like a issue where like a lot of the games either were shooty bang bangs that looked the same, or I know that this was also a thing in Summer Game Fest that there was a lot of gotchas, a lot of free to play games.
Here's my problem with these
Taco,
presentations.
hamburger.
I can hate Nintendo's directs sometimes because it's like, I swear all I see are farming games, but I can at least tell you that they're different farming games. Most of the time I see these presentations, I'm just like, didn't we already see this before? But I know it's not the same game, which is why I don't say that. Like,
or my personal favorite. There's a sequel. There was the first game.
Yeah. Like that was the first. Like it's like I just can't be excited for any of these games. Like I think like the only one that looked generic starting off that like we learned was something later. I already forgot the name. I just know that someone during our reaction was like, "Hey, isn't this the one with like the people are gooning to the faceless robots?" And then like not even like a few frames after we see it, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness,
Atomic Heart."
I'm like, "Oh my
Atomic
goodness,
Heart, yeah.
how?" Yeah, like otherwise, I can't care or bring myself to care for a lot of these games because here's the thing: it's not even just like, oh, I'm interested in only things I've ever liked. And I can't open my mind to new ideas. I can open my mind up to new cool game ideas, even to things I've never seen before and have interest in them. But the problem
Yeah, like
is
Death
that
Stranding.
no. Okay,
no.
All right. Look, I'll tell you right now, when I knew that game was cooked when one time I saw this was like for the first game, right? This was before the first game came out. And like that, like a presentation, and they're like, dude, you could pee as Norman Reedus, and people just like cheered. I'm like, I hate Kojima. Oh my goodness,
Bro, speaking of
no
that,
wonder,
wasn't there a game
no
like
wonder
that?
Jeff Keighley's shoes. Hold on, no wonder Jeff Keighley's shoes were so yellow because Kojima walked in and pissed all over them. Can we not? I hate them.
Bro, wasn't there
Oh,
like,
Lord.
dude, if I remember, wasn't there a freaking game, I don't know if it was a summer game fest, that it was literally just people squatting, taking a shit? Like, wasn't there a game like that? Yeah, like...
Oh yeah, no, I left that in the video actually. I left that in the reaction.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, bro, like, hello?
Okay, but
must have
this is
missed that
funny.
or
You see,
blocked
I
that
want
out
to
of
play
memory.
that game because I can shit whenever I want. You know, like that's awesome.
But yeah, like, it's like a lot of the games just felt the same, or just games that like I completely forgot about. Like I'm looking here. One of the games I remember was that like it was called Killer Inn. It's like the one that took place in that hotel that's being made by like Square Enix and all that stuff.
I forgot. I literally
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Exactly.
I don't
Like
know.
I remember saying it was like Clue. Like, you know, it's like one of those things where like you're basically playing together. Then
I
eventually,
get it.
Like,
It's another Among Us.
basically, yeah. It's like I don't blame you for forgetting that because like I forgot about it too until I was like I opened up the list here and all that stuff. You know, like a lot of them just felt either generic or just who cares. You know.
And that's the problem with like it mainly has to do with art style. I feel like as a gaming society, as gamers,
Gamers.
we are so oppressed, being whipped down by these same type of games every single time because all these developers want to do is strive for realism. I don't want to be reminded that I'm living a shitty life. I play games to escape.
Real.
All right. I play
Preach.
games because I want to play as Hatsune Miku driving next to Steve Minecraft and not have to worry about some realistic looking faces and proportions and story and oh my goodness. Like I'm like it just annoys me because I feel like I watch these games all the time and I feel like every single time I watch them the thing that always pops into my mind is Jeff Keighley and his stupid yellow Nikes going up to me and going like, "Look how realistic the game looks." And I'm like, I don't care how realistic it is. Stop! It's all the same. It looks all the same to me, and I don't like it. I just don't like it.
And on top of that, it's even more cost. So that means the game is more expensive. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually, I think the only game, I don't know if it was in the Xbox showcase or Steam whatever. I mean the Summer Games Fest. The only one that I thought it was really cool was that one with the cat and like that devil goat and it's like all animated and things and I was just like that looks like Alice Madness or whatever. And in terms of the gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember.
I don't.
Wow,
that
that's
one.
crazy.
I don't think I saw that one. Otherwise, I definitely would have remembered something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot that I don't
Yeah,
remember.
no, like
But,
the animations were fucking amazing. Like it was really.
Oh,
fucking
wait,
good.
are you talking about the Yacht Club Games one?
No.
No, that one I remember.
Yeah, that one's cool.
No.
But let's forget about that.
When you say Alice in Wonderland,
Oh!
it's like
Alice in Madness.
I think I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah,
I think I
Madness.
looked it up. Fractured Blooms. Was it the one that was kind of based on like like a true story, supposedly, from what they said.
I don't think that would be a true story. It's like a cat going inside of a fucking like
Oh, it's
weird
an
ass
actual
dimension.
cat. Oh, it's
I
an
don't
actual
think.
cat. Okay, I don't remember then.
No.
Yeah,
It's
'cause-
a no. It's an animated cat. It's like a 3D animated cat.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Speaking of fractured blooms, can we just talk about how Jeff Keighley completely killed that game? This motherfucker said, "Guys, this is like what if Doki Doki Literature Club
Yeah.
made Silent Hill." Shut up!
I'm like, it's so over, bro. That game is dead now, bro. Nobody gonna play. People hear Doki Doki Literature Club and like, I'm good, bro. Thank you, man.
He ruined it. Yeah, he ruined it. He ruined it.
But who cares about that, bro?
Bro,
Let's talk about the free-to-play game that's gonna have Saitama in it. Let's go, baby. I don't even.
Yeah, that was like, I was so excited for a second. I'm like, oh my goodness, Boros. Oh my goodness, Geno. Oh my goodness, it's a gotcha game.
Yep.
And,
Gotchas. Woo.
I hate it here.
Well, it could be worse. It could be that Deadpool VR game that we were talking about earlier.
Okay, truth be told, I at least that's what's crazy. A good, like, even though I hated it, okay, and I did hate it. Okay, don't get me wrong. That it's a VR game. It's still, and I also don't like the voice they went with because it's not Nolan North, as Deadpool. The person, I already forgot the name of. I know it's like a famous celebrity, something like that. I think, I think, but whatever. Point being, when they made fun of like freaking, oh man, why am I forgetting names right now? Silk Song, that was funny. I liked it. Like I like how they handled the reveal. I just think the game itself was like, man, this kind of blows, sort of thing. You know.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
All
Right now I'm like going through everything because I'm trying to see the game that Theo mentioned.
I found it. It's called
what's it called?
Into the Unwell.
Into the Unwell. Yeah,
I forgot about that one. Don't I?
Yeah, I put an image in the podcast chat.
Yeah. This game. Okay. Yeah, I was so confused by your description. I was
that
like,
game looks fucking great.
yeah, you should have said it's that Cuphead game, yeah. I mean, it's not Cuphead.
I mean, yeah, maybe for the animation.
I would have known like rubber hose style. I would have based it. I would have known. But yeah, I mean that reveal was cool. I also like the Muppets game, that they revealed.
Oh yeah,
Punch Out.
It was Punch Out. That one was fun. Yeah. Cosmic Invasion. Hey, we could talk about that for a second. You know,
Forget about that for now. Yeah, that's true. Actually, no, let's go with that one. Yeah, because it was just two characters revealed.
Yeah, it was a She-Hulk and Rocket Raccoon. That's pretty good. I wish we had more characters because I swear it's like been so long since we've heard about the game, and now we only see 2 more characters. Like,
yeah, and apparently it's gonna have. I think it's gonna have like 15 or something. Yeah, it's gonna have like 15 characters or something.
It's like how far away is this game's release?
I forgot, but I do know I trust them because they're the ones that made that TMNT the TMNT game.
The TMNT one, yeah.
So
Yes.
and everyone
And
said they
they're
cooked
currently making. Yeah, and they're currently making Scott Pilgrim 2.
That too, yeah, that's right. So that they're also working on that simultaneously. So new Scott Pilgrim game. I think it's called Scott Pilgrim EX.
Yeah, like that. I might be this one.
No, that's cool though. So we're getting that for people like Scott Pilgrim. That's gonna be pretty cool. Another
They
one.
should make a Sonic the Hedgehog one, please.
Real. Like I've been wanting one for a while now, man.
You want Shadow the Hedgehog?
No, just a Sonic one in
I want a
general.
Sonic beat 'em up, dummy.
I want a Sonic one in general. I mean, it works. Each character has their own unique abilities.
You said a Sonic beat 'em up?
Yeah, Sonic beat 'em
Sonic
up.
beat 'em
Yeah.
up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Sonic beat 'em up would be pretty cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mind's Eye was here. We don't care. Next.
That game is flopping hard right now, bro.
Let it
Mind's
flop.
Eye.
Let it flop.
Yeah,
let it
that's
flop,
it.
let it
If you
flop.
look it up, you'll see how bad it's doing, bro. Like, and it had
Oh,
a
this
huge,
is the game. This is the game you told me that like you could see people were. Oh, I already see like a short worst game launch ever. Oh my
Ubisoft
goodness.
moment. Ubisoft moment.
It's pretty bad. It's really, really bad. But let's go to something that's not bad. Like I mentioned earlier with Yacht Club Games, 'cause I thought that's what Theo was mentioning. That Mina game looks really fucking beautiful. I love the
Yeah, that's our next Rivals of Aether 2 guest character, by the way.
real.
Yeah.
I love the Game Boy Color aesthetic. I think it makes it look a lot really charming and everything like that. It stands out. It looks cute. It looks cute and fun, pretty much.
Zelda 2D games if they were fun.
You know, we're not gonna talk about that here. We're gonna talk about the.
Hey,
we will not talk about
Like,
what we
hello?
will do. We will.
Can I kill you? Like,
Huh? Podcast? Podcast?
Threats?
Threats in the podcast?
The TOS.
But,
yeah, you're right. You're right. That would be just censor that whole thing with like with the Miku reaction. You know. There you go.
oh yeah, did you see Mouse PI for Hire? Did we mention that one? The one where it's like Steamboat Willie.
Oh yeah. No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
And then they
mention
mentioned
that one.
the
It's pretty
voice
cute.
actor was
Troy Baker.
wait, what was it? Troy Baker?
Yeah, that's what it
The
was.
same guy that voices everyone. I swear.
Yep. And like anyone like these big projects now, pretty much.
Yeah. We were
Code Vein 2.
Spiel the Chameleon at one point.
That is true. He was.
Yeah, who
in-
cares?
Well, Code Vein is like I know it's one of the it's basically one of the other good
Monster Hunter.
no. One of the other good Souls like games. No, the Monster Hunter like one is
No, God Eater.
It's God Eater.
Yeah.
so,
Sorry, I keep confusing the both.
yeah, like the God Eater is the Monster Hunter like, and then Code Vein 2 is the Souls like. So yeah, Code Vein. Code Vein 2, I know that's a big thing. I know I think even Max was like, oh shit, you know.
Honestly, I think we should just cut to the chase. I mean, what's the best part? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Did you forget about Stranger Than Heaven?
Oh, yeah, that is true. That was a thing. Well, who cares?
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
guys.
Sir, don't you like Yakuza?
Yeah, but we just got like a thing that says, "Hey, that's a game. All right, let's move on."
Yeah, we did have gameplay in Summer Game at the Game Awards, so they just revealed the title of it. Looks great. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see it. We'll be seeing it probably really soon. But looked great. You know, hey, at least they're making a new IP with that one. Let's also not forget this game, Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Probably the best thing in like at that presentation I was showing off. And also because a lot
Silence of the Lambs.
No Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I am indifferent to the Resident Evil series, but I know that was a big announcement, a really good way to end in my opinion. Because holy crap, bro, like that presentation was mid, and I did like how they were like kind of like teasing it and everything throughout. Like you'd have that ad for the Resident Evil games are on sale or Capcom sale, whatever, and then it goes back to her, and then like the developer's like, oh, we need to cook a little bit more. It's gonna take a while, and then boom, final reveal: Resident Evil 9.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of annoying, honestly, because it's like, yeah, here's Resident Evil. Well, no, actually, nah. Well, now we're gonna. No, actually, no. Fuck you. Come on.
Like, hey, it's good though. Like everyone's happy. Everyone's happy right now, guys. We're getting like Resident Evil 9 is a thing. I'm not happy because Mega Man's still not coming back. I need my new Mega Man game.
Talk about like that too is so annoying when Jeff
Womp
Keighley's
womp.
like, "This is the greatest game of all time, bro. I'm proud to announce this. It's gonna be a hype. You're gonna pee your pants from seeing this game."
Are gonna shit
I'm
in
so tired when he hypes
cum.
up games. yeah.
Pulls out a little freaking
Like,
muñequito. I had to mention those two because I wasn't too sure if you guys are gonna bring them up. But like, besides these last two that I am gonna mention, anything else you guys want to bring up?
Nope.
Well, let me hear the ones you want to bring up first.
So I'm gonna start off with what's it called? I'm gonna start off with this game first here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 6. So I was gonna bring that up here. Street Fighter 6 is getting more
Okay.
DLC. We're going into year 3.
The way they revealed it was pretty funny.
It was funny, yes. Once again, Kenny Omega is his name. Coming in,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, cosplaying as the other characters, and if I recall, in the order, we're gonna be getting what's it called?
It's gonna be Sagat, C Viper,
For-
Alex, and Ingrid.
Yeah,
Those are
Ingrid's the
characters
last
we're
one.
getting in order.
Yep.
And the problem that I
Yeah,
hate,
from
I
Fire
hate it
Emblem.
so much. I hate it so much. So Sagat will be our first character, which will be releasing in the summer. So likely after Evo.
Mhm.
Then the next character after that will be in the fall. Okay, C Viper in the fall. Cool, awesome, great. Alex and Ingrid aren't going to be released until next year in spring. What? What?
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Well,
Womp womp!
yeah, it's the plan that they pretty much do. Like that's like
a bad one because it's like okay, so we're waiting like we'll say 2 months, to be generous, 2 months for the next character. Then we'll say 2-3 months after that. Then we gotta wait potentially December, January, February. That's likely we won't see the character until either March or April, being Alex. So it's like a 4 to 5 month gap. It's like, come on, like
Mhm.
this is like so ridiculous. Like characters for these games should be on a 2 to 3 month basis. 3 months at max. That's why I appreciate Rivals of Aether 2, or characters are released every 3 months. I think that's how fighting games should do it. Because like fighting games, the thing you want the most is engagement. Because at the end of the day, who's gonna be playing your game if you're not keeping an audience engaged? Especially when not
me.
Street Fighter 6, but a lot of these fighting games
Right.
tend to lack something that is that is really meaningful in gameplay outside of its versus mode, right? Like Street Fighter has its battle passes, but it also has a full-on single player mode that you can play and enjoy. But something like say Tekken, right? Man, what bad character choices so far outside of Armored King, and even then I'm like,
And fuck your mom.
I'm no. My problem with yes, but like I don't like the season 2, for example, because it's like outside of fuck your mom, the
oh my god.
like the other 2 characters we got were already season 2 of Tekken 7, but never mind all that. My point is, fighting games need a consistent schedule of releasing characters. There should be no excuse. I don't care that people say, "Oh, but to get the models and the costumes, dude." We've been waiting already for almost nearly 3 years. I want to say definitely 2 years since wave 3 of costumes. That's crazy. Think about it. We've been waiting 2 years for a 4th set of outfits for these characters. This is ridiculous. Street Fighter 6 should not be having this much trouble producing content in a timely manner, yet for some reason it is. And that annoys me.
Womp womp.
I'm going to get you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab you. Mhm.
Even Guilty Gear currently, it's Dizzy came out in October and we didn't get Venom until March. It's like, well, come on, what are these developers doing?
Yeah, and then Unica came out like
Oh.
2 months ago.
I think I think last
Well,
month.
in May, my bad. Yeah, May. So it's only 2 months between her and Venom, and now we're just waiting for
Lucy,
Lucy,
which
Lucy
probably
from,
probably won't be out until after Evo, maybe.
which is crazy
Yeah.
because think about it. In July is gonna mark a year since season 4 was revealed. Or was it season 5? It's season 4, right? I think it's season 4.
Yeah, season 4.
It's season 4.
Yeah, it's like, bro. If you ask me, I think
These
the best
fighting games are not.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. For me, I think who is Sagat? Okay, so Sagat should come out around August to September. And then after that it'd be
C Viper.
C Viper. So she should be out hopefully by December December to January. Alex should be out March to April, and then Ingrid should be out June. At least that's what it looks like. I don't remember when how it was for season 1 or 2, but I know like they had all the characters ready to release by the time
Like
Mhm.
for Guilty Gear, it felt pretty consistent up until then. For Street Fighter, for Wave 1, they were pretty good until Sagat. It was the wait between Ed and Sagat was like, whoa, what are we doing here? Sorry, I said Sagat, I meant Akuma. Um, but um, but then with season 2, we had like a pretty big gap waiting for Mai. Because like Mai, they had like a mini trailer for her around December, and then we didn't get her until I want to say February, and then Elena was revealed sometime I think like before the Nintendo Direct,
it was
or
before. I think it was before or after or something
it was
like that.
after.
Because
Yeah,
it took a
after.
while. Like they revealed she's coming out alongside the release of it on Switch too.
Yes. So, yeah, they're really bad right now. These fighting games have not been great about release dates at all recently.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, but where's my man of the hour? Where's my Hugo, bro? I want Hugo, bro.
Gone.
No.
Nah, maybe I don't know. I can't say maybe because we
He's
really
funny.
do not know. He is funny. Yes,
I like the sprite work.
Oh yeah, the sprite work. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see pretty much. Pretty much after that. Yeah, it's just they just got to figure out how to release it better. Like they're doing 4 characters instead now. As you remember back then, it was like 5 characters, so it was a little bit more spaced out. But since they're trying to implement it with the single player stuff and all that, which I don't know how many people are actually doing that. I hope a lot of people are still doing it. I think it's cool, keep it up. But if people aren't doing it,
it's clear that people are playing it enough because they still keep releasing costumes for the avatar.
yep. Oh, but whatever. They just gotta pace them out better. Like that's what I think. But I am happy with year 3.
Yes.
I got my Sea Viper back, which is the main part. Sagat's back. Alex is back, which is pretty cool. Ingrid.
Alex.
Ingrid, on the other hand, oh boy.
Ingrid's like, whatever. I'm just like, I don't care for her. One which way or the other. Me personally, I'm just saying this. So SabdierZ speciality. I was really hoping for Jin, because especially with recently. So I don't know if you know this, but Street Fighter Cross Second is purchasable again on Steam. However, they took away the ability to play online. You literally can't play online with that game anymore.
That's beautiful.
So the only way you could do it is through like Parsec, whatever.
Womp
But that game, for as many problems as it has, the way they designed the Tekken characters was so cool. And Jin was kind of like their own original way of handling it. Not exactly, but like Jin's moveset in that game is like pretty unique compared to like his actual Tekken appearances.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really hoping for a Tekken character reveal.
Maybe they'll do it for season 4. Well, again, we don't know. At the Terry and my editions was pretty cool. Like that just needed to happen at some point. But I think it's cool that those are our first guest characters. Well, first third-party guest characters. But hey, we'll see. We'll see if Jin ever gets in. If they ever do that, cross your fingers, and then just hope for the best.
11.
What?
Isn't that a dude like? In
Yeah, I know.
Fighter? I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, no,
throwing
you
out
are.
names.
No, you are, but no.
Damn.
But yeah, let's see here. Other than that, I think the new designs look great so far from what I've seen with the characters. Ingrid is drastically different, like holy crap. But everyone looks good so far, at least from what we saw in the picture. And Sagat's the only one we got to see in gameplay, and it's Sagat, alright. And he looks good too. But that's all I gotta say for Street Fighter 6's year 3. More Street Fighter characters, always a plus in my book. Anything else you have to say, Abdir? He's dead. All right, let's move on. uh, Theo, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I can finally talk. Holy shit.
Anything you want to say about Street Fighter? Nah.
Oh no, I don't give a shit, bro.
That's
Let
crazy.
me out.
That's
Let me
crazy,
out.
bro. That's crazy. Anyways,
Oh my god.
all right then. So then, let's go ahead and move on to, I guess, the final Summer Game Fest thing that we're gonna talk about. Unless you want to say something else, and that's gonna
No,
be
I'm good.
all right. Then that's gonna be pretty much Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, the Mario Kart World Killer. Like, what the fuck is a Mario Kart World?
Real.
Hey, nobody care about no Mario Kart World anymore. I'm sorry, bro. Get this baby game out of here, bro. It's time for real men racing. All right, so Sonic Racing Cross
Honestly,
World.
real.
There you go, bro.
Oh,
Thank you,
so
bro.
by the way, I already got all my complaints on Street Fighter.
Oh, he's back.
I
All
mean,
right.
I already said everything I needed to say on Street Fighter. But yeah, Sonic Racing Crossroads. Also, Frenchman, just because I'm muted doesn't mean you're allowed to speak without my presence. Okay,
That's
anyways,
crazy.
Damn. Okay. All right. I see how it is. Okay. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Okay.
Hey, yo. Bro?
Finally,
What's
I
going
feel
on?
special in my
What's
life.
going on here,
I'm-
man?
When it comes to Sonic Racing Worlds, that name is always a mouthful for me. Okay, they revealed a lot of information, so I'm just gonna bleed. Oh my goodness, I'm going. Oh my goodness, I hate stuttering, man. I hate it. So Sonic main cast they basically revealed all the characters within a trailer. I mean, if you go to the website, primarily the Asia.sega.com Sonic Racing Crossroads. If you go to that website, you can they have like a racers tab. If you want to try to find it, you could look up like Sonic Racing Crossroads Japan, and it should link you to the website. Point being, we're having 23, if I'm counted that correctly, 23 base characters at launch with just the Sonic cast alone. And even though they have some labeled as a mystery, we already know a good majority of them anyways, so that's pretty cool. As for the other announcements for Sonic Racing, we had a lot of good ones. Like we had Miku, Joker, and Ichiban. We also had the DLC with Minecraft, so that was pretty cool. And they also basically said like, "Hey, okay, all right, buddy." And so then like after the announcement, they also announced the Prime characters that we're getting if you buy the Digital Deluxe Edition, which is cool, getting 3 Prime characters. And then we're also getting Sonic the Werehog as a pre-order bonus. So that's pretty cool. Also, Miku, Joker, Ichiban, they're free DLC characters, as well as us getting apparently we're just getting free characters besides them, which I'm guessing will likely just be Sega owned characters. Maybe even like Sonic and Shadow from the movie. Maybe. Who knows?
You Narukami.
Bro, we just got a Persona character, so I think we're good on that one.
We're gonna get Makoto Yuki, Aigis, Akechi.
This man just wants Persona Kart, bro.
Risei, Teddy.
No. It's
Oh.
a big handful of racers. Like, Jesus Christ, like they went in. Like that was one of the skeptical things that people had when it came to Sonic Racing, is that it was only going to be Sonic characters, and that's what it is for the base game. For the base game, we're only just getting Sonic characters, and I believe we also have Super Sonic or something, and it's going to be unlockable, so I think that raises it up to 24. Or I'm not too sure if
Super
Supersonic is... No. I'm not too sure if Supersonic is a transformation for Sonic. But we'll see.
We don't know the details at all for that. We just know Supersonic is unlockable in some way. Probably, like, if they do it like, say, Sonic Riders, it'll probably be through a mission mode. If you complete all the mission mode stuff, you'll get Supersonic. Because that's how they did it for Sonic Riders, for example.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to wait and
And
see.
the game's pretty cool. Game's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only unfortunate thing about it, so if you've seen gameplay footage, you'll know that there's a rival battle, similar to how Nintendo has it with Mario Kart, except better, because the characters interact with each other. Except it's also not better because, unfortunately, it's just for the Sonic cast of characters, none of like the guest characters and whatnot.
Yeah, because I was gonna
So,
say, like, because I
like,
remember they said something about like
Miku-
the dialogue being muted for the characters, but like, does that mean that they're gonna be muted like as if they're rivals, or are they gonna be muted just period? Like, I think the way they
I
word it is
hope-
weird.
Well, though, I mean, at least with, I think Miku had a voice line in the trailer. I could be wrong.
No,
about
that was a song of hers.
Then you know what? I fear that might be the case.
Yeah, because that's what they were like. They said something like muted dialogue, which I think is funny because like someone basically commented on like a post I made on Twitter, and like he basically said like that I'm stupid or some shit. Because like it was just the way it was worded just feel off, and he blocked me. It was pretty funny. I'm like, who? Who is this person? Because I was concerned, like the way it was, like the way they translated it, like it seems to suggest that like everything's muted. Like I don't think it's just the rival dialogue. I think it's just everything's gonna be muted, but we don't know that yet until we eventually get our hands on them. So, as of right now, it's not looking like the guest characters are gonna like talk. But hopefully, crossing our fingers that it's only just for like rival interactions. You know, and they actually do have voice lines in the game and everything.
It'd
Like
be
for
pretty
regular
bad to not hear. Yeah, because it'd be pretty bad to not hear like Ichiban or Joker. Like not have voice lines. That just seems silly. I mean, if it is just rival stuff, I mean that'd still be pretty disappointing because like I would have liked to know what Joker would have said about Minecraft Steve, but it is what it is, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna go. Oh, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it hasn't become something like a Nick All-Stars Brawl 1 situation. You know, like where people are like, "Where's the voice acting for this game?" Like, and then it came later, but it was too late by then. So cross your fingers on that. But yeah, so that's our free DLC characters. Pretty much, we have Yakuza Persona and Hatsune Miku, or Project. I think it was Project Diva. And then of course, you know, like our paid DLC with Steve, like with Minecraft and everything. We're getting 3 characters, which means that like the next pack could be more than just one character. As for who it is, we don't know. There are leaks. We're not talking about those leaks. They're pretty big ones.
So for the website, sorry to cut you off, but the website that I mentioned. So for like the free characters, you know, we already have Miku, Joker, Ichiban, but there is currently 10 other characters that are like labeled as a question mark, which means we're getting 10 free characters post launch. But for the season pass stuff, so if you were to look at the pass, it showed Minecraft and then five question marks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for the season pass collaboration thing, it's like 12. So we're getting 12 other characters divided by, well, not divided by 5, but like 5 different series.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. That we know of, you know? And, like, each one can bring, like, a multitude of characters, which I think is actually pretty sick. So it's like, oh, no, it's not just going to be, like, one character that's paid DLC. No, it could just be multiple characters in each pack, which I think is awesome. But, yeah, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, like...
We're also getting stages, too.
Yeah, stages, too. Yeah, like, Minecraft has his stage and everything.
Mementos.
I think they did say I think they said something along that for the free update characters.
The way they worded it makes it sound like they included them, but I wouldn't be 100% sure of us getting like, say, a Persona stage or a stage based on Japan, you know, because Yakuza, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I remember them saying something. I thought I read something where like they said because people were wondering like, oh, are the free characters not getting anything? And I think they said something along the lines of what's it called, hinting that they will. They just haven't shown it off, but I gotta look into it because I think it'd be dumb to just have these characters and not have like a stage represent them. Obviously, they don't need a stage, but like I feel like a Persona stage would be great, a Yakuza stage. Riding go
Meanwhile,
karts.
Steve gets one. Like,
Yeah,
come on, bro.
It makes sense because it's a paid DLC, bro. But like, I want to see,
Especially when like the whole point of the game is that they mix and match tracks. So having more tracks would be pretty good.
But like, it seems like what they'll do is that like, if they do the mix and match tracks, it'd be like for that stage entirely. So like, it'll have like a stage transformation, but it has to be like themed after whatever stage they're at. You know what I mean? That's what I'm assuming for the guest stages. But I personally like this is probably my favorite announcement from that presentation. It's definitely weird, but that's personally me. This is personally my favorite. 23 characters. I'm already happy with the Sonic roster of this game. I'm getting Joker. I'm getting Miku. That's funny as hell. Freaking Steve
Give
from
me
Minecraft's
Mighty
here.
Knight, please.
And if those leaks that were, that are coming out are true, this is gonna be even funnier. We're gonna be seeing something even funnier coming up. It's gonna be great.
They did also
Persona
say that
costume
if the
for the
game,
Yes.
if they also did say that if the game does well, they would give like even further support after a year. So we know we're getting like a year's worth of content, but if the game is still successful during that year, we could be seeing even more for the game. So everything like basically everything on the website is pretty much set in stone in terms of what we're getting, but that doesn't mean it's that's it. It potentially could be even more than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I do remember them saying. So there's the possibility that we'll get more support and everything. I'm pretty sure we'll. Like a lot of people are already happy with what we're seeing so far. So just cross your fingers and we'll be seeing more of that later.
I thought you were gonna say cross your worlds.
Oh my lord,
something.
no, bro. I'm not that
like,
corny,
ain't
bro.
No way.
I'm not that corny. No, I'm not that corny, bro. No way.
Oh my lord.
But I'm excited. I'm actually genuinely excited. The game is $10 less than Mario Kart World. It's going to be better than Mario Kart World. And you should buy your copy today.
Real.
Yeah, does Mario Kart have Joker Persona 5? I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, and does Mario Kart World have tracks that you can just go around in compared to just drive to the other fucking thing? I don't think so. Yes, it does. But
Mario Kart did not need an open world. Okay, that's so dumb. Like, stop putting open worlds in games that they don't need them. No, don't even.
That's not the problem. The problem is that they give you fucking nothing to do.
I heard like this,
Well,
like the open world stuff. Like, I haven't done anything. I just know that apparently, like those challenges you do, are just like stickers and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no point in doing it at all. Maybe just to collect the costumes that you need to get and everything, and then just dip.
Yeah, like the way that it feels, it's basically the opposite of Breath of the Wild. It's like everything that I hate about a fucking open world.
If anything, like obviously I don't want to get too much into Mario Kart World. If I recall, like the main appeal of like so far, everyone said like the best thing is like I think the knockout tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the seamless, like, that would make sense for it to just be like seamless, where you race through the track and just continue. Because I don't know about you, but I think it does kind of suck that the Grand Prix, it's like you have to race to the other track and then you only play on that track for one lap.
Yep.
Like I was already playing like I've done already 2 cups and everything, and I had fun with them and everything, but it's like I'm like, damn man, you really don't get a feel a lot for the stage.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh yeah, it happened. It's over now. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, but it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think Mario Kart World is bad. Like, I'm not gonna.
It's not a bad game, obviously.
It's a fun time and everything, especially if you're playing with friends. But like, it's just kind of weird. It is weird that they pretty much went with that decision. But hey, it is what it is. New Mario Kart game. big roster also, but we're not gonna talk about that. Sonic Racing Crossroads is gonna be better, so it's easy.
Real
It
maybe
is
at
what
this
it
point.
is. But for you, Theo, anything else you want to say about Sonic Racing Crossroads? Anything you want to bring up?
I'm sorry, did you say something? Because my headset died.
That's crazy. I'll say anything else you wanna add on for
No.
the Sonic Racing
we're
Crossroads? No, you don't want a Memento stage. You want to talk
mean-
about how Mementos would be great.
good. I just said it.
No, anyways,
I
no, go for it.
Honestly, like they could go so many ways, but Persona 5. In
Yeah.
Smash, they made it look good. I don't see how in Crossworld, in like a racing game, Mementos would look all that great, honestly. So I'm really hoping they don't do that. If
That's
they
why
were to
they
do
just
it.
go with Casino Palace without saying any spoilers.
The Velvet Room. There we
Yeah,
go.
this-
The Velvet Room.
Igor in
My
the back.
heart becomes-
Igor in the back breaking it down. You know.
Yeah, and everything just goes. Oh my god.
Anyways, what's it called? So if that's the case, that's it for Sonic Racing Crossroads. That was pretty much our summer game fest, summer snooze fest. That's crazy. 2 hours of just mead.
2 hours of the same taco, hot dog, hamburger. Just fucking
Taco,
Gotcha.
hot dog, hamburger.
gotcha, shooty, bang, bang, and then dog shit. There you go. This is
That works. That works.
Oh
Yeah, so I guess that's so that's pretty much it for Summer Game Fest. So we're moving on. So 2 days after that, yeah, everything was like in 2-day increments. We had the Xbox Game Showcase, what people consider to be the better presentation here.
And people are stupid. Let me just tell you that. Oh my god, you guys are just so so into shooters. Oh my god, just stop.
Oh,
man.
like you're not
my-
excited for the greatest reveal at the Xbox Game Showcase, Call of Duty Black Ops 7?
Yeah.
The
fuck
fact
you.
it's crazy. The fact that we're in Black Ops 7. At first, I had no idea what the hell I was looking at. I'm like, well, it looked generic. I'm like, it's ending off on something. I thought it was just whatever that it was ending off on, only to find out that was actually Call of Duty Black Ops 7. The only reason I was like, I knew it was Black Ops because I heard Menendez say Mason.
yeah.
He said Mason at first. I'm like, Mason? The fuck? It was like that the only two Masons I know is Alex Mason and David Mason. And then it cuts to an old man. I'm like, who? And then Mason says Menendez. I'm like, bro? I'm like, how? Like, how is this guy
for
dead?
Me, I thought
Alive.
for me, I thought it was Persona because
Bro?
like
How?
Alright, that's it. Ban him from the
Yeah,
podcast.
I think he just
What?
likes Persona
No!
5. I think he just likes Persona, guys.
no, but because there was a butterfly all the time. It's
Oh
just
my
like
go-
Philemon.
Oh my goodness, it could have been
Come
Kirby. It could have been
on.
Kirby.
It
guys.
could've been Kirby.
It could have been
It
Kirby.
could have been.
Look,
could've
it was a
been
butterfly. I don't know, man. It was a butterfly, man.
Talk-
I don't know.
Talking about it could have been when it comes to the Xbox showcase. Super Meat Boy.
Super Meat Boy 3. Bro, when that green pipe showed up, we were all like, wait, what?
Mario, what?
I was like, what? I was so confused. Like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way Nintendo would just be like, yeah, here you go, Mario. That would have been the funniest thing ever.
Super
Mario
Smash Bros. For
Mario on the
Switch,
Xbox.
for the Xbox.
Mhm.
Yeah. Super
Ma-
Smash Bros. On the
Yeah.
Xbox.
I was genuinely surprised to see Super Meat Boy come back, because I don't think besides the original game, there's been anything with Meat Boy, right? Like, I think it was just the original and that's it.
No, there was one game I think in between.
Yeah. Runner.
Um,
it was a Meat Boy runner.
Oh, like an endless runner.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, one of those types of games.
Maybe no. I feel like I feel like I'm something else. I don't know.
Super Tofu Boy.
Yeah, because I hadn't heard of anything from Meat Boy in like forever. The only thing I knew about Meat Boy was the original. That's it. Like this is the second Meat Boy game I see.
Jacob, you just said it. That was the name.
What?
of the runner forever. It's
Really?
Super Meat Boy Forever or whatever.
Bruh.
I think.
Ain't no, I'm not looking at.
That definitely sounds familiar.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. I'm a genius, a prophet. I just got lucky. Anyways, no, Super Meat Boy 3D looks fun, and I like how the
If there's
multiplayer.
scope, there's hope.
There's hope. Yes, like I also love how multiplayer everyone looks the same, so you already know it's gonna cause tons of chaos in online. You're gonna forget who you are, only to be like confused on which one you are. That's
Yeah,
gonna
if
be
you're
so
bad.
fun. Mm-hmm.
By the way, I just looked it up and turns out people do not like Meat Boy Forever. Oh boy.
I kind of figured because like I would, if people liked it, I feel like we would have heard about it and everything. Like a lot more people would have talked about it, saying, "Hey, this game's fun." But I know, like I've heard absolutely nothing. Guess people were let down. Speaking of being let down, when I was sitting there at that Xbox Games Showcase, bro, and then I see the wait is almost over, followed by the Square Enix logo. My brother in Christ, bro, like I went from 0 to 100 and then back to 0.
And then back to 0.
Yeah, like at the end, I was like, I see that followed by Square Enix logo. The only thing that went in my mind was Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna show this off here. And then I see Final Fantasy
Yeah,
7.
you're stupid.
You know what? I don't like you anymore. You're out of the podcast.
I didn't
There it
even
is.
think about that. I was like, it's probably Final Fantasy, like the third episode, not.
That's another
not
one that
Kingdom
some
Hearts
people thought
4.
too, bro. So I see FF7 remake come out, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, please do not do this ever again, bro.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh my, like literally, oh my god, Kingdom Come. I hate you, Jeff. I hate you. You had nothing to do with this one, Jeff. But I hate you, Jeff.
No.
What else we got here? Like, oh my goodness, Game Freak jump scare with Beast of Reincarnation. You guys remember
Oh,
that one? That was
Yeah, you should have seen the reactions that we had. With
Yeah.
us, I also saw someone else's. I was just like, bro, what is this frame rate? This is dog shit. And then it looks Game Freak logo pops up, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
followed
oh,
by Game
okay,
Freak,
that
and
explains it.
you're followed by the Game Freak logo with. I'm like, oh, bro, the jokes write themselves, man.
Oh my lord,
The
That's
jokes
so
write
fucking hilarious.
themselves, man. I mean, it looks beautiful and it shows like. But the thing is, I believe someone mentioned this is like a completely separate team within Game Freak. It's like a smaller team and all that stuff. And the thing is that it looks like they're given a little bit more time to make their games because, like, the other side of Game Freak that makes the Pokemon games, they always have to be told to do stuff by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. More than likely, the Pokemon Company. So they're pretty much always just trying to get stuff done within a year. Thankfully, they've stopped that so far. We're like taking breaks, like different interval breaks and all that stuff for Pokemon. So thank God we don't have like yearly releases anymore. But yeah, like Beast of Reincarnation looks good. Like it looks good. Like frame rate's the only issue I think I have a problem with the game.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. That's all I can say. Like I mean, because the thing is, Game Freak doesn't have a good track record with non-Pokemon games. There's always something negative
Yeah,
about
remember like the fucking Little Town Hero or whatever?
Little Town Hero. Yes, that one people were pretty excited about it, only to find out that the game is absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, it's very boring.
It's boring. Yeah, like you never leave the town at all. Literally, Little Town Hero. But like you just don't explore. It's very bland. I think their only like non-Pokemon game that they did good, I think, was Harmo Knight. I think it was called that music rhythm game for the 3DS. And there was one
I
more.
don't fucking know.
I don't know. I just got it.
One more.
Like Harmonet, yeah, Harmonet is a rhythm game, and then the other one was I forgot the other one, but like they don't really have success. Like they don't really have a success for when it comes to anything that isn't Pokemon. Like it either doesn't sell well or it has bad reviews, and that's pretty much what it seems like at the moment. But hopefully,
Just...
Mhm.
make Pokemon games that look good.
Yeah,
Fucking
but like
idiots.
apparently, like it seems like they just want to make they besides making Pokemon, they also like I think I've said years ago that they want to like they all just want to make what's it called? They all just want to make like other games than just Pokemon, and I don't blame 'em. Like Intelligent Systems gets to do that with what's it called? They get to do that with WarioWare, Paper Mario, and of course their Fire Emblem series of games. So they make those games and everything. I guess Game Freak
Yeah,
wants
they
to.
used to.
No, they still make Paper Mario.
Oh, they're bad at it now.
Exactly. They're the ones that stopped making an RPG because oh, Mario and Luigi exists. So yes, they still make the games. So all those decisions there, that was like the sticker star and all that stuff. It's Intelligent Systems' fault.
No, it's Miyamoto's fault.
That too.
But we're not ready to have this conversation.
But yeah, so I guess Game Freak wants to make something else, and hopefully this one works because Beast of Reincarnation looks interesting. Now the question is, will it be? Cross your fingers. That's all we can say.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Real. Other than that, before we get to the last game, because I'm saving out for last, I'm gonna say this one, then you guys can bring up any game. Ninja Gaiden 4 really looks sick. I'm glad to see the game again.
Two Ninja
Looks nice.
Gaiden games? The fuck?
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Ninja Gaiden 4.
That's crazy.
One harkens back to the old days of Ninja Gaiden, while the other one harkens to the is a sequel to the hack and slash one. The game looks sick. The game looks actually really damn sick. The games are notoriously known for being very hard, so fans of hack and slashes that are hard are going to be in for a treat.
And they're gonna be hard as well.
Hey yo. But yeah, like Ninja Gaiden 4, we got to see that again, which looks absolutely sick. Anything else? Any game you want to bring up by any chance before the last game, Theo, that you remember, or like? Because I know there's the there's a Gears of War remake.
Okay, who cares?
There's High on Life 2, which is High on Life.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Anyways.
Yeah, there you go. You see Exhibit 8. There's some.
Look, the only thing I can recall
Mhm.
from that Xbox showcase, to be honest with you, because I'm not gonna laugh, I forgot almost everything. The only thing I remembered was Xbox is making like their own Switch, and that Silk Song will launch on it. That's it.
Oh, that's right.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, this game is never coming out. Neither is that console.
What, like, I mean, okay, there was two things I remember that I just remembered, but that was about it. And I'm sure you want to save.
I'm saving one of them for last. Yeah. If you guys don't remember anything, or want to mention any other game at the Xbox Game Showcase, I do want to bring up.
You talk about it.
Which one? What happened?
Invincible versus.
That's right. That was there. I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. That's cool.
It does not look
I
great.
personally don't care about Invincible, but that's cool.
The developers apparently are the same as Killer Instinct.
Really?
Really?
That's pretty sick. Okay, not gonna lie. I mean, I just don't
It
care
makes
about
sense.
Invincible, but
It would make sense if that's the case because so Maximilian actually already knew about the game before it was revealed. That's why, like, if you look at his reaction, it's like, oh, I know what this is sort of look, because he was in talks with those people, and I guess they revealed to him like, hey, we're making an Invincible fighting game. And Maximilian basically said there's a lot of things going into this game, and they're gonna have a pretty big roster and all this. And look, I mean, I don't think the game looks bad, like visually. Cell shaded look. I think they should aim to look more like the trailer. The trailer definitely looks better than what the game looks in final. That said,
Maybe
though,
not in the animation department, I would argue.
the animation is the problem with the game. Like, I mean, that's kind of the problem when like most of the characters you have is just flying. Which one? I don't even know why most of the characters they put flying because like Mark got hands on the ground. Omni-Man got hands on the ground. Like, so I don't understand why they have these characters flying all the time. It's kind of boring.
Kingdom
Um,
Hearts moment.
is it? I guess. Anyways, like I don't think.
Because it's too
I
floaty, Jacob. Huh?
No, we're not
Oh,
talking.
Get it? Get it?
funny.
I get it. I'd rather not, but
Okay, he does. He
like-
doesn't want to add fuel to the
no, I
fire.
already know.
Okay.
Oh, but
But if it's all versus, I mean, I'm already yawning talking about it. The game itself is not super interesting. All things to say. I mean, I would like to be more interested in it. But so far, the roster's pretty unimpressive in terms of the characters they showed already. And my only hope is that they make the count 'em, I think 12 invincible variants, their own unique character, because that would be really, really funny.
I wouldn't even.
I wouldn't even give you a slave in my empire. Oh yeah.
bro,
That was a crazy fucking line, dude.
bro.
Yeah, and I hope for I hope for like the one in the Cape, the black and yellow one. They let's just say they make him a hungry hippo. You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
Oh my god.
like, but that's really about it when it comes to that game. Because, like, I mean, they said it's a 3v3 tag fighter, so I guess it would be closer to a Marvel vs. Capcom like game. But who really knows? Who really knows?
I do.
There you go.
Yeah, correct.
Invincible versus is cool though. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know you guys, but so far it seems like there's been a big push towards assist-based games lately, or like having multiple characters on screen. Because there's Net Impact from Hunter x Hunter. There's currently the League of Legends game, which has a stupid title. We have Marvel
Real.
Toe Consoles. We have Guilty Gear Strive literally added a 3v3 mode a couple of months ago.
We have
Like-
levels of Ether 2. We have
that would be cool. Imagine that game had assists, but no. You get frame makers instead.
Raymakers.
That game
Yeah,
ain't never-
I was about
that
to bring
game-
that up.
That game is never going to be completed ever.
Yeah.
They'd rather make more Smash Slash 2. That's for a friend of mine. He would appreciate that line. And if I don't know if he does listen to the podcast, he's just going to go in the VC and curse me out. So whatever. But lately there's been like a big push towards assist-based fighters, and I think that's really weird because we also had Mortal Kombat 1, and that game flopped.
Womp womp.
Multiverses, and that game flopped. And 2v2 was its main focus. Point being, a weird trend going on with fighting games. I guess they want to lean more into making fighting games more like not just a 1v1, maybe like having multiple people on the game, because that way you could just blame your friend instead of you. I guess. But I honestly can't tell you why there's been like this big old trend of just assist games, bro. Oh my goodness, Invincible versus making me sleepy just talking about it, dog.
Oh my god.
Dude, I completely.
And also, you don't have to call me out, bro. When you were like, "Oh, you gotta blame your teammates," okay? Marvel Rivals, okay? I see how it is.
I mean, that wasn't calling you out, but if
I
you
know.
feel
I'm
that
just
way,
kidding.
I
I'm just
feel
fucking
sorry
around.
for you.
I'm just
Okay.
fucking around.
Yeah,
No, that is a big thing about fighting games. People don't like taking accountability. For
Accountability,
their own
yeah.
losses in fighting
But
games.
I also like zoned out because I really did not care about the Invincible versus guy. I know it might be good. But like I completely forgot about it. It's like
Maybe. Hear me out. Hold up. If they add guest characters like that have been in Invincible before, then maybe they might have something. Which would be things like, well, Image Comics already has like their own stuff that crossed over with Invincible. Like I know, Iron Jacket, I think that was called, or something like that. And but who knows? Spawn? What if we got Spawn? Spider-Man? No. This is what they're gonna do. Instead of Spider-Man, they're gonna put Agent Spider. No, Agent Spider from that one episode. That
Man
one episode.
Spider.
You do not know? Do you not remember that episode in Invincible where it's like a guy in a yellow black suit with red goggles? That's basically just
Mm.
Spider-Man.
No, I don't. I
Oh my-
honestly, when it comes to Invincible, I don't care all that much.
Okay, gotcha. Well, they have a Spider-Man knockoff. They could totally add him into the game, is what I'm saying. So
yeah, so
like,
that way he just says, "See you later, see you later," all the time.
hey,
Always
look,
this
I'm
Capcom
saying,
3 reference.
I'm just
Anyways.
saying, in the Invincible TV show, Mark comes out of a portal and hits Amstrom Levy with the fire breath sniper rifle from Fortnite. Jonesy will be in the game. Okay, performing
Yeah.
rings combos. Okay, air to ground combos off the ground. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, Fortnite is gonna be in a fighting game. Let's go.
He's
know.
gonna be the Steve of Invisible versus.
I am Fortnite. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
the
that's
one I was
Fortnite,
actually
Johnny.
yeah, the one I was mainly going to mention about was the ROG Ally that Xbox is partnering up with the ROG Ally and everything. So we're getting like two models and everything. One that's a lot stronger.
that.
Yeah.
You should have just said Xbox Switch. I would have.
Xbox Switch. But I mean, it's
The
the ROG
Switch
Ally.
box.
It's the other well-known portable device that like just like the Steam Deck that isn't the Switch, obviously. But yeah, like it's pretty much like when it comes to like PC gaming on the go, it's either Steam Deck or ROG Ally, whichever one you prefer. So the fact that Xbox is partnering up with ROG Ally instead of making their own, I think it's a smart decision. And I think I mentioned it. If they keep the properties of the ROG Ally, since it is Windows 11, to keep the same OS, you not only will have access to the Xbox library, you can probably go to Windows 11, like Windows 11 and all that stuff, and start adding like Steam, yeah, like you said, and everything. It could be a pretty good emulation device too, if you want to make it an emulation device as well. So if you have that, oh, like perfect, that's incredible. Forget buying an Xbox Series X, just buy that, just buy the ROG Ally, and there you go.
I am Steve.
But this is a good console reveal. Like, this is honestly a good decision, probably smart from Xbox, because they know how big portable gaming is now. Like, people want to take this on the go. A lot of people don't have time to just game at their house. Some people want to take their games on the go. So being able to do this, incredible. Like pretty good. Like everyone's taking advantage of the Switch. Look, people complain about Nintendo. Oh, their games. They're not graphically there. Everyone wants to be Nintendo. Okay, like let's be real here. Everyone wants to be Nintendo. We've seen this with PlayStation Move, and we're seeing it with the with like everyone trying to make their own like Switches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring up the
Because-
ROG Ally.
Yeah, because Nintendo innovates. It was the same thing back then with Apple. Apple just innovated a ton, and look where. Well, now they don't anymore.
What is an Apple?
And so that's where we are. That's where we are.
Yep. Pretty much. But yeah, that was the ROG Ally. And okay, before I get to the final game, anyone else want to bring up anything? Anyone want to bring up anything else?
No.
No. All right, understandable. All right, let's get the big one out of the way for us. My favorite reveal was Persona 4 Revival. That was my favorite reveal.
Oh, I thought
from
we
this
were going to
presentation.
talk about Mario Kart. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Bro, you forgot we have more Persona. That's pretty fake Persona
I'm
fan.
kidding.
SabdierZ a bigger
It's a
Persona
joke.
fan.
It's a joke.
There
Oh
you
my god.
real.
So my favorite announcement was Persona 4 Revival. So
Rewind.
there was some leaks that have come out beforehand. One of the leaks being the domain update, which was hinting at us getting a Persona 4 remake. The other one was like these pictures that were like very blurry, but I didn't believe them because it was coming from some random source, and it turned out that's exactly what it was. It was just someone who was just like drawing them and everything, like, and making them blurry on purpose to give the illusion that, oh yeah, this is actually Persona 4 remake, guys. When it wasn't.
I love spreading misinformation online.
Real. I do too. But Persona 4 Revival was revealed. Pretty cool. Like, definitely the one that needed to remake the least, right? Like, it would have been the least of our priorities. There are some stuff that they can fix and change up, but it was the one that needed the least.
You're totally right because Persona 5 needs another remake.
You're right. I'm glad
Yeah.
Persona 5 Royale ended with an E. There.
Persona 5 Reloaded.
Shut up.
Persona 5
They sell the royal content as DLC.
Persona 5 Resubconscious.
No, bro. No, bro. But yeah, like it needed the least. I think it's cool that it's happening. I don't mind it. The thing is, I do hope that the golden content is in the game, like stuff with Marie and all the other stuff that they add is there, because it would make no sense for this to be DLC. I can kind of understand it. I'll give it a pass for like the answer, because it looks like that wasn't their priority when they were remaking the game. But there's no excuse for here. Marie stuff should not be paid DLC. That should just be in the game.
Yeah, their main priority for Persona 3 Remake was to make it a good game.
Like which they did, but I do the only gripe I have is with the final boss. I feel like the final boss is a little bit too easy. They made it a little bit easier, like way easier.
Yeah,
they should have made it tweaked it up a little bit harder. But like other than that, for me, like I think Persona 3 Reload is probably the definitive way to play the game now. Like easily, like forget portable, forget emulating FES. This should be the way you play. This would be the way you play Persona 3 Reload. So hopefully they do the same thing with Persona 4 Revival. With all the golden content and everything. Don't have that be separate. Have it be in the game, which it should. You know, there's, again, no reason to. But it seems to be like this game is going to take a while longer before we actually get to see it. Because from what the gameplay showed, from when I went to rewatch it, you can see just how early in development the game is, bro. Like,
yeah.
When people say that, like, it looks like they just dropped a generic run model on Yu no Rakami and they had him running through, like, a part of Inaba, yeah, they mean it, bro. Like, it just looks like it's very, very early Unreal. And the best, like, hint that you can see this, obviously, like, besides the gameplay, is one, they didn't show any battle footage compared to when they showed off Persona 3 Reload. They immediately showed battle footage. Two, there was no cutscenes. Like, in the trailer for P3R, they showed some cutscenes and everything. Here, there's no cutscenes at all. So here we just see Yu no Rakami just running through a small portion of Inaba, and that's it. And the gameplay was like, what? 5 seconds? Like, something like that. It was like 5 seconds of just Yu no Rakami running. And then, when the trailer ended, it didn't even give a release year. So
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It just basically is basically the Kingdom Hearts equivalent now in development. We know it exists, but we don't even know when it's coming out, which means that this remake, it's gonna be a while before we even see it, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, real. Like, it is absolutely crazy how long we're probably got to wait for this. Like, I already made my prediction. Late 2026 is the earliest, in my opinion. And the latest
2028.
You think 2028? That's crazy. The latest will probably be somewhere in
kidding.
2027. Bro, imagine if it was actually 2028. What's
2032.
it called? 2032. Yeah, that'd be funny, bro. Oh my, that Persona 6 is never coming out. Let's reveal. They did reveal, actually, they did say like they are working on the next installment and everything that's in early development and all that stuff. So 100% this is for the new guys, right? They're trying to get the new guys used to making a Persona game. So like their first test was Persona 3 Reload, so they probably have them doing Persona 4 Revival as another test, and then from there, Persona 6. But yeah, like, I'm excited. I'm definitely really excited to see how they make Inaba into this 3D environment and everything, experiencing Persona 4 again. I should probably play again Persona 4 Golden because just so I can get a better feel for it again. I love that game, by the way, as well. But essentially, it looks great. It looks cool. It looks great for an early development build. I hope to see more eventually. But Theo, what are your thoughts on Revival? Do you have anything you want to share? Like, what do you think could be changed? What do you think?
Let me tell you what can be changed.
What do you want to say? The same? Yeah, go right ahead.
let me tell you what should be changed, okay? First of all, that fucking name. Revival? Really?
It's
Revival? We had Rewind, okay? I mean, wait, were you gonna say it was generic?
No, it's because revival is the Japanese term for reruns as well.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why.
And that's the thing. I was gonna bring that up.
Here's the thing.
Why not rerun? I don't know.
Rerun's cool. Rerun, I like rerun, but again, they don't say rerun Japan. They say revival. So someone broke it
but
down.
that's Japan. This is America. Like,
But they don't
the
care
land of
about
the
us, bro.
free.
The land of the
in this
He's going on a whole speech, bro.
in this God beloved country. Okay, like damn.
He's gonna go off, bro.
Go.
Hey, yo.
Anyways, no, but like seriously, revival. I don't like the name. 100%. It should have been rerun or rewind. It would have made sense. Like reloaded or retelevised.
I like rewind a lot. I don't think retelevised, but rewind sounds great. I would have loved rewind and everything.
Yeah.
Rewind would have been pretty cool, you know, rewinding back to the time. But revival, I guess it makes sense in the case that you know, kind of like when you revive a series and all that stuff, right? You know, it's like not a rerun, but what's it called? Revival. Yeah, you know, revival.
Reboot.
A reboot. Persona 4 reboot. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I don't like that one. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it would have been better.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Well, reboot, it could be different. You know what? Either rerun or rewind would have been better for me. That I will say that. Rewind or rerun.
But that's exactly my point.
Yes. So anything you want changed, by the way, because I think I already have one thing I want to say that I want changed, but I want to hear what you have to say.
Are we talking about like the game itself, or like
Something in the game?
story?
It's something in the game, but I want to know. Do you have anything you want changed? Anything? It could be anything.
I mean, I definitely want something to spice up the battles. That's for sure.
Oh, it's like how Persona 3 Reload had theurgies and all stuff, like the fusion spells, and they had the theurgies.
Yeah. Like it needs something special.
Yeah, like something unique, because like it is pretty much the more simple game, because even Persona 3 FES had fusion spells. Like this, like if I remember from Persona 4 Golden, the game had just the regular battles. You had the all-out attacks, and then occasionally, you know, like no, but that one mainly comes from like also. Well, it was what inspired Persona 5's with the where occasionally you do an attack, right, and your ally comes in and you do an attack to down the enemy. And like I think you know what I'm talking about, like the
one mores.
Not the one mores, the tag attacks, like, you know, like for example, Chie and Yukiko do an attack together. Naoto and Kanji.
You're talking about the showtimes.
Their version of showtimes, yeah, what inspired Persona 5 Royal showtimes. There are the extra attacks that they do come in, like for example, Chie's giant kick, where you just see the enemy fly. So there's that, but yeah, like something like a mechanic, like fusion spells, I guess, and what's it called? What Persona 5 has and everything. Something unique to it. That would be nice. Okay, that one's more like an add, like something to add. Yeah. What I was gonna say to change was, I'm sorry, bro. This whole bullshit of trying to literally play detective, where you gotta figure out where this person is so you can go to the freaking TV world. I feel like that needs to be changed up a bit. I don't know if you agree with me on that.
Oh yeah,
because
no, it doesn't feel right. It just always felt like a waste of time. I always looked it up when I was playing Persona 4 originally. I was like, damn, that shit's some ass. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like I feel like maybe a better hint system. I don't know, because like I find it annoying personally.
Yeah, I think they can fix that definitely. Kind of like in Persona 5, there's like a speech bubble and like whispers and shit like that, you know? I think that can help definitely, but we'll see.
Something like that, yeah. At least I will say, at least Persona 4 is like small. That it's not like you have to like go through like a whole like area. Like
it's not Shibuya.
It's not like it's not as big as Persona 5. But Persona 5 didn't have you doing that. I think only like once, maybe, if I recall. I forgot. But it wasn't that bad.
I mean, yeah, it does have sometimes where you have to do the Kamoshida thingy, and then there's that other part with figuring out for the third palace how to get in there.
Yeah. But it wasn't as bad. Like, like it was like constrained
Yeah.
to like one area, so you knew like, okay, you can only really like look into it here and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
So
not like finding the Ginza line or something, you know?
find the Ginza Line Classic. But there's not much that
Oh
we can
my
say
God.
about Persona 4 Revival because it's just what's it called? Because it's just we only just saw like running, you know.
hmm
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that we saw.
Talking about seeing, I will agree with what people say on Twitter or whatever, like the complainers and all that. It is a little too bright. I will agree with that.
Well, but yeah, again, it is in development, so maybe it'll be a little bit less bright. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think so too.
As of right now, it looks great. I think it looks good. Again, for an early development build, so we'll see. Hopefully, it changes.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
Now,
see.
what I don't understand is people saying, "Oh, this is just." Oh wait, what was it again? Yeah, the Yunarukami walk cycle. I don't think it was that terrible. I don't even see
It's-
like the loop
It's
being all
not that
fucked up.
bad. Yeah, it's just a work in progress thing. Like I feel like it's just a run the Yunarukami does. That's at least from what I saw. Like it looked like that's just how he runs, like and everything. So,
Mm.
but yeah. Now,
Oh,
anything
well.
do you have
People
that you
trying to find?
to find issues
But-
that there aren't any issues in? Like they're trying to bring it down
Yeah.
when this game is still in development.
Mm.
Now, do you have something that you don't want changed?
Definitely the story.
Oh, of course, yeah, the main story, 100%.
Dachi's voice.
Maybe some tweaks.
Dachi's voice,
actually.
real.
Oh yeah, the voice actors. Oh my god.
Like, I
Well,
mean, at least like, yeah, because let's be real here. I think we all
Yeah.
expect that the voice actors will be changed. I wish it wasn't, but
Like
that's what it is.
I said, crazy theory, okay? I'm just saying that isn't it weird that a few days, like a week before the announcement or so, we already started getting like Yuri Lowenthal just randomly said, "Hey, I'm not voicing you," or no, I mean, I'm not voicing Yosuke anymore in the remake. And
I'm
then,
not
like,
voicing Chie. I'm not
and yeah,
voicing
and then they kept
Yukiko.
yeah, and it's like that's a little weird. That feels so
Yeah,
unprofessional.
that came out
And
randomly.
it's some
Yeah, but
and it's like,
the
wait a
Yuri
minute.
the Yuri one sounded a little bit more like it looks like everyone was just asked that by fans. That's why they asked. They said, "Oh no, I'm not in it." Like the one that Yuri said, it looked like he was saying that he begged to be back as Yosuke.
Yeah, but that's perfectly in line with his character. Point being,
That is true.
I think hypothetically they're voicing the shadows. I said this before, but I think
That'll
if
be
it
funny.
was a marketing stunt, they're voicing the shadows.
That would be an interesting theory. But let's say they don't return and they just voice like random NPCs or random other important characters, kind of similar to what they did with the old voice actors in P3R. The only one I'd want back mainly is Adachi. Like you said, Adachi. That's the main
Adachi?
one. I need Johnny to come back.
Lose
and you're voice just a Adachi.
loser.
Fucking love him, bro. Like just come back as Adachi. It's all I gotta say, bro. Like at least come back for Adachi, and that's all. And I'll accept it. I'll be happy. But the only thing I think I wouldn't want changed is like hopefully I'm not gonna like get further into the discussion, right? I know on Twitter, I'm pretty sure you guys know this, how they mischaracterize these characters. We're not gonna talk about it. Is of course related to Kanji and Naoto. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That some people mischaracterize their story and all that stuff, and you'll see it on Twitter mainly. That should stay as is because like I think they at least a lot of people on Twitter, they seem to not understand like their characters, and they get it wrong. So hopefully they don't change that. Like I think Kanji and Naoto's story should pretty much stay the same.
Me when I don't read the dialogue, and me when I just
Me when I have no reading comprehensions.
yeah.
One Piece fans, I knew it.
One Piece fans,
Dragon Ball fans, One Piece fans,
Sonic
it's all the
fans.
same. Yeah, that one too. Like for me, the only thing I would want added actually is from the Persona 4 the animation with the Yunarkami having his own shadow.
Okay.
And that whole sequence, I think that'd be cool. Because don't get me wrong, like the self-insert thing, it's all fine and dandy, but sometimes I just want the character I play as to just have their own unique personality.
I get what you mean. We'll see, because like so far we've never had that at all. They only did it for the anime, and they normally don't add anime things to the games. But we'll see. We'll have to
Well,
wait
I mean,
and
they
see.
kind of did with Arena. I'd say kind of, because
Oh
like
yeah, I know what you're talking
technically
about.
every character had one, but in 4 Arena Ultimax, like Yunarkami has a shadow.
Yeah.
And I think the scene, I think like one of his victory screens or whatever makes direct reference to the anime with it. So
Right.
um,
Also, I just remember this. I know they just reused like music from Persona 4 for the trailer. If I recall, the gameplay that they showed of Yu Narukami running, it was Time to Make History, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, so that's why.
To be
Okay.
honest with you, I was so distracted by what I was looking at because when I saw Yunarkami running, so a little bit like I saw a screenshot before actually seeing the review because I wasn't home at the time. And when I saw the screenshot, I just thought I was watching like I thought what I saw was like, what's that by the loser she says, where he's like, we're gonna a boundary break, we're gonna take the camera and
Oh
see what
my
happens when
god.
we move it. Because like I swear the screenshot made it look like I was just looking at Persona 4 again for like a split second.
I forgot that guy
Uh,
has me blocked.
but point, I'm surprised. I don't even. You know what? Good question. But like I
Good
just think
question.
uh, but like yeah, like honestly, I just when it comes to Persona 4, that's probably the only thing I personally would like added. Like you guys said, I would not want any changes to the story whatsoever. Because I think that would be pretty dumb for them to do. I think that'd be a little silly, a little dummy, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I just see no reason to change anything and I'm not
Right.
blocked. This is depressing.
I was only blocked 'cause
Um
I think I commented on someone. Never tagged him, and it was just something like on his like how he gets really like his opinions are pretty dumb, but like and I got blocked by that. I never talked to him. I don't hate him, but
wow.
yeah. It was just funny. Essentially,
Me when I'm outside of the echo chamber.
me when I went to the Echo Real. But other than that, yeah, I hope nothing gets changed because Persona 3 Reload did a good job. Like the main story, like nothing was changed from the main game. Like it's pretty much accurate. So I have high hopes that it's pretty much similar to how it did for Persona 3 Reload. That they keep it highly accurate. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that because I feel like it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before we even see the game again. Uh, and I'm pretty sure by the time we see the game again, it's gonna look even better than ever. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like I feel like there's so much you can talk about like not so much, sorry, so little you can talk about this game pretty much because like there's really not much you can say unless you go into like hypotheticals, like, oh, what I want change, what I don't want change, uh yeah, again, just crossing my fingers. I'm just hoping for the best pretty much, guys. I can't wait for Persona 4 Revival. I can't wait for Persona 6, so it is what it is.
Persona 6 got announced. When? What?
Right now, bro. I just got announced right now. I'm kidding.
Insider information. No way.
Yeah, I am the insider. The way I get my insider knowledge is from John at Arms. That's why he's not here. He got caught by the Atlus ninjas. No, like I mean they teased it and all that stuff, and like that announcement they're working on the next Persona game and all that stuff.
Talking about insider info, I think it's been quite a while since we've had this experience, Jacob, and I think we can talk about it at this point because it's definitely not real. But remember when we met the voice actor for the Shibuya, like the subway announcer?
Yeah.
And then I just asked him, "Hey, so Persona 6 is like they're gonna take you back for it, right? Just so that way you can you can do some voice lines for the subway announcer." And he said, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Okay, is Persona 6 confirmed?"
I don't
It's
think. It,
not.
yeah, I think it was just saying
They
that he
didn't even
wanted
start-
to. Yeah, he. I think it was like. I think the way
Yeah,
he wants.
obviously,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I would love to.
but
See,
it's funny.
but yeah, we have to wait and see. Pretty much. Like, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be that like. He wouldn't be that dumb to like ruin his contract because like someone could just be like he doesn't know if someone's secretly recording it or like you're like
Yeah.
like like but I doubt it. He 100% was just saying that he wanted to be back for Subway announcer and all stuff, which I'll
Yeah,
be
but
down for.
obviously, like that's mainly like I like that's completely false.
He will be the
So,
voice of
he's not
Yu
breaking
Narukami.
NDA or anything.
Yeah, he's not.
Roy voicing Yu Narukami.
I'd be down with it. I don't mind. But again, up to them, whatever they do. But yeah, it's so much you can pretty much talk about with Revival because all we saw was that part of Inaba, and that's pretty much it.
Yep, I love Inaba.
And I guess the only other thing I want kind of change, I still want it, but like change a little bit, is the bike dates because that's how you get more skills for certain characters. And I want to change to that because like it does ruin days. So like if you try to do all the bike skills and all the social links, you won't be able to do everything. So
the bike dates. Is that
yeah,
what
bike hangouts, bike dates,
Okay.
bike hangouts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like you and your friend go to the hot springs and everything, and it's like you're talking to the other person and all that stuff.
Isn't that how you evolve the persona or something?
No. That's no. That's the third form, and you just talk to them in the new what's it called?
Okay.
Yeah, the new dungeon before the new dungeon. That new arc that they did in January.
Oh my god,
But-
it's just like Persona 5.
Oh my. But yeah, like that's how you evolve. Like here, it's like you just go on like to the hot spring and everything. Like each character learns a new skill and all that stuff. So it's like that's how like for example, Chihei gets Bufudyne. Like she doesn't learn like she only learns Bufu from leveling up. Bufu is from her social link, and then Bufudyne is from the bike hangout. So it's like you have to hang out with these characters that got like specific skills, and you have to do like a certain amount of times and all that stuff. And it did waste days and everything, so it was like one of those things where like you have to kind of like prioritize either doing this for better skills or social links and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would like to change a little bit because like I feel like it kind of sucks that if you hang out with them, it's like it does ruin a day, or like make it a little bit easier to get certain skills, or just make it like the level up skills better. But I don't know. But that's all I can say about P4R. Like that's it. I'm good. Anything else you guys want to add?
Nah.
Nope.
Adachi?
Adachi? Yeah.
For real. Oh, a thing that they shouldn't change. Talking about Adachi, the portraits. Okay, all right.
The portraits are
That'd
It should be the exact
real,
same.
real,
Just,
but
Only for
of
Adachi. Only
4K.
for Adachi.
Yeah,
Only
keep
for
the
Adachi.
same.
Not-
For Adachi and Naoto, bro. The one where she looks fucking stupid.
Oh, that one. Okay. But no, that's true. They're gonna change them. They're gonna change them to more like P5 look. They're gonna try to be faithful, but like they're gonna change them. They're 100% gonna change them. But other than that, anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Nah.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. We pretty much wrapped up everything here. Unless you guys want to, unless you want to give a quick review on the Switch 2 since they came out. The Switch 2 came out in between the State of Play and the Summer Game Fest. We got it in our hands. I have my Switch 2. Theo has his Switch 2. SabdierZ will be robbing a Switch 2 later. But
I won't get a Switch 2 yet until there's enough games that interest me. I don't want to just buy a console.
Are you saying that it has no games?
yes.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. 100%.
But can you believe it? Can you believe it? It has a bigger library than the entirety of all the PS5 exclusives.
I mean, that's not hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame because like right now we're like the only game right now that's worth getting that's a Nintendo owned like first party game is Mario Kart World. We know that Donkey Kong Bonanza is coming out and everything.
But Switch 2 Tour.
Oh my no!
Oh my goodness gracious! Can someone shut him up?
Just kick him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Anyways, you have that.
Like the only cool thing about the Switch 2 and getting it now is that if you have a large Switch collection, just play it on your Switch 2. The games will load faster. It'll load so fast that before the versus screen pops up for Smash Ultimate, the game already started. So
Yep.
like, I just think like that's like the main reason to want to buy Switch 2 is that faster loading, and all that.
Right.
Because realistically, I mean like the how do I say this? Like the upgrade packs for like the 4 games aren't even out yet, from what I recall. I think Zelda's are, but like the Kirby one and Jamboree, and who cares about Jamboree? Like I
Real.
just don't.
Okay,
I just don't. All right, bro. You know when they add Luigi Island, Waluigi Island, back into Mario Party, then I'll start caring. Okay. So all I'm
what the
saying
fuck
is,
is Waluigi Island?
it's the best Mario Party map of all time. I'll show
Oh,
you.
is it in Mario Party 3?
Yes, it is. And
Okay, that's why I don't care.
it is so funny. It's a very funny map. Okay, but point being, the Switch. I mean, it's cool. It's out. You can't hack it because if any attempts to do so will brick the system, and then you have to report to Nintendo, and then Nintendo will be like, "Did you do a bad thing?" And then you gotta go, "Yes, Daddy Nintendo. I try to hack the
Yes,
system."
Daddy.
Or like seriously, that's what it is. Like we're like we keep saying like, oh, the age of digital games is coming to the point where you don't know if you'll even get to own your own games. Man, forget worrying about owning your own games. What about owning your own system?
I mean, it's only if you do illegal, well, quote unquote, right? Illegal things to it, right?
I should
It's
have a
just
right
things
to
that break
hack
their
my
TOS.
system. I should have a right to hack my system as long as it is not for the sake of pirating games.
Or harming
Mm.
others, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Or cheating and all stuff, so regardless of the case, it's like the Switch 2, like if I didn't have a job, if I was a brokey, if I was broke, I would have not bought the Switch 2 at launch. Like I think Mario Kart World is pretty
Womp
cool,
womp.
but not enough for me to buy it. DK Bonanza, sick, not enough for me to buy it launch. Age
It's
of
gonna be
Imprisonment.
better than Mario Odyssey.
Damn, that's
I would
what
say.
he's saying it right
I
there.
would
All
say.
right.
Monkey is better than Mario Guy. Okay, I'm just saying.
Age of Imprisonment's cool, but again, not enough for me to buy a new system for it. Kirby Air Ride doesn't come out till 2025. Again, I wouldn't buy a system just for it.
It's already 2025. You mean the end of 2025?
Yeah,
Stupid.
you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, idiot. No, anyway.
Stupid. Dookie brain. Fucking.
And then what's it called? Then the other one is what was the other? Oh yeah, and then they announced that Splatoon spin-off. That's cool, but again, not enough for me to buy Switch system at launch. I think for me,
Also,
like
where's our direct? E3 pass. Where's our direct?
No, we're not getting one.
Give me Star Fox Tower Defense again. There you
Yeah.
go. That's how you saw.
Give me Golden Sun.
That is also true.
I already accepted my fate, bro. Like, what is this, bro? Like, even when I get a reference in a Mario Tennis game, they take it away in the English translation. All right, it's just, hey, Golden Sun. Nintendo hates it. I'm never getting Isaac in Smash. I'm just better off playing Smash Flash 2. At least it's not Frame Maker. So, point is,
Also,
what?
I gotta go. So goodbye, everyone.
Yes, so
just know that the Switch 2 is great as a console. I love it. Okay, better than the Switch 1. It's everything I wanted, but better. And that's it. Bye.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, I guess he had to leave.
That's
Don't
his
worry.
Switch 2 review.
I'll show for him. I'll show for him later. But yeah,
Understandable,
Switch
but
2, it's cool. I just have no reason to buy it myself right now.
yeah, like right now, I will say it's great. I like having it, but like you said, besides faster loading, just wait it out. Like eventually, more games will come out on it. You don't need it yet. Just give it a little bit. You know what I mean? So
That's the thing. Like they've shown like pretty much their year one roadmap, and there's just nothing. Right, like so the original Switch you had Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, and and Smash.
Yeah, big heavy
Ultimate
hitters. Yeah, I guess for them is Mario Kart World because Mario Kart was their best seller, and I guess then DK Bonanza is basically their version of Odyssey. So.
About all that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure there will probably be a new Mario game announced because it is the 40th anniversary this year. So just give it time, all right? And I would just say wait it out. I don't think it's worth it now, but I think the Switch 2 is pretty cool. That's what I will say,
Yeah. I mean, I'll get it eventually. It's just that eventually depends on when I get it, when they get release multiple games.
Right.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, I like the Prime series, but I can just buy Prime 4 on my normal Switch. Now, if they're telling me that the next 2D Metroid game is exclusive to Switch 2, I might have to be like, oh, wait, what? Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Like Pokemon Legends ZA and Metroid Prime 4 are both going to be on the Switch 1. So no rush to get those on Switch 2. And when you do, you get them for Switch 1, they just upgrade them,
Exactly.
That's it, so there you go. But yeah, Switch 2 is great. Don't be bothered too much that you can't get it right now. Your time will come. Eventually, you will be able to get it. But that's gonna be pretty much it for me with my Switch
everything.
2 review and everything in general. So I'm good. Anything else you want to add, Abdir?
Play Deltarune, I guess.
There you go. Deltarune. There you go. Deltarune shilling. All right.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, well, if you guys made it to the end of the video, before that, I want to thank you all for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and click that like, and then you're going to go ahead and follow these beautiful people. Their stuff's going to be down in the description, but of course, I'm going to let them shill. Abdir, show your stuff.
Okay, so me specifically, is SabdierZ, youtube.com. SabdierZ is usually for everything, so be it Twitter, Blue Sky, all that sort of stuff. It's all SabdierZ. But I do have a second channel, Sab Bites. I haven't uploaded there for a little bit, but that's because I recently got finally got a job after a whole year. But I will be back to uploading content regularly for that channel, and I do have plans for my main channel. So yeah, that'd be nice. Okay. Then for the guy that left, VieuxCrouton, he also has a YouTube channel, has a Twitter, same name, and has a second channel called VieuxCrouton Crumbs or something like that. Stupid name, okay?
Damn!
Crumb the River. Yeah.
Damn! What the hell?
Yeah. He probably called it crumbs because he's French, and he's like, with that French people say like this is a baguette. And baguette is bread, and bread leaves crumbs. Ooh, crouton crumbs. Hey, oui. I don't, man, whatever. And then finally, for the guy that wasn't able to be here, but his name was name dropped, John at Arms. He got a Twitch and he got a YouTube. That's our sheep blows.
There you go, bro. We miss you, Jonathan. Anyways, again, yeah, everything will be down in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day. And take care, everyone.